Even those who wear the badge can sometimes misuse the power that comes with it, but justice has a way of finding those who cross the line. Today, we expose the shocking moments when corrupt cops were caught red-handed, abusing their authority. First, we have a case where an officer thought he could get away with swindling an innocent citizen until the truth came out.
Good. Hey, I clocked in at 68, okay? That's why I'm stopping you. Yeah, do you have your lights on you? Alright, just give me a moment, alright? Hey, appreciate you coming out. I haven't talked to him yet. Oh, good. Yeah, I haven't talked to him yet. I'm still letting him know it's a basic warrant out of Mexico. Hey man, go step out here real quick. I'm gonna show you something.
Sir, come on, step back here. Go ahead and face that car. Put your phone on the top of it.
What am I doing? I'm explaining everything to you. That's why I'm having you out. Okay?
So you are under arrest at this time. You have a warrant out for your arrest. A warrant for what?
I'm going to show it to you in a moment, okay? Is this your car?
It's my girlfriend's car.
Your girlfriend's car. Did he drive it, the guy that's in the passenger seat?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, twist your...
So, what am I under arrest for?
I'm going to show it to you, okay? Come back here for a second.
It was not the most professional behavior to arrest Moncre in the manner that they did, so they should have been more clear with their reasoning before arresting him. However, the warrant was real, so he did have to be put in cuffs.
I'm going to show you the LiDAR too, where I clocked you at 68. That's not really the biggest concern here, okay? But I'm going to show you the warrant once I get you secure, okay? Is there anything you want to bring with you down there to Mexico County Jail?
No, I'm saying, can I understand what am I being detained for?
Yeah, it's a warrant. I'm going to show you the actual warrant in just a moment when I have a chance to sit you down. Is there anything on you need to know about? When there's a poker stick? No, sir. Okay. Do you want to bring these items with you or leave them in the car?
Yeah, you can give me. You can put them in my pocket. Okay. All right. Can I get my? Can you give me my phone?
Yes, I'm going to put it. I'm going to leave that cash in there. Any other pockets I need to know about?
No, sir.
Go ahead and see what's there.
What is my money on the thing off there, guy?
What? Oh, okay.
What is that? Oh, that's not mine. I ain't seen that. I've never seen that in my life. What did you do on my property then?
I'm going to roll the window down and tell you what you're in here for. Put your stuff right here.
The officer quickly secured Moncre in the back of the police cruiser, but what's important to note in this clip is the stack of cash that the motorcycle cop was able to collect. This was an amount of $7,911.
I don't know if you've had a history with them or not, but you got a U.S. Marshal warrant, a weapons violation. That's all it tells me. Okay, when you get down there, they're going to print it out for you.
I guess, guys. No, that's going with you. That's going to be with you. We're not giving that to anybody else. We got that off you, so it's staying with you, so you know we didn't take none, and none's going to be missing. All right, but I want to no, we are taking that. That's staying with you. That's the rule.
And you gave me
So
some of it.
because it come off of you, every bit of it's going with you. Does that make sense? That's accountability, because when it comes to stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So
The same type of say, they're going to double check it, just to be sure.
okay.
Moncre called a friend over to collect all his belongings. However, when it came time to hand over the stack of cash, good old Officer Chapman simply wouldn't surrender it to anyone, the reason for which we'll discover very soon.
Alright, I'm gonna count your money in front of you, okay?
Here's big money. We'll put this in the bag for you, okay? Yeah, here. Here you go.
I got you.
Yeah, she's counting it right now.
You're gonna watch me, okay?
I heard the rubber band get popped.
How about
Moncre's keen observation skills allowed him to notice even the smallest details, which is when he instantly mentioned his suspicions before the other officer could even count anything.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to question you.
Let me count it first. And
No,
then
can you grip in between his legs real quick? Well, I think he just put some more money in between his legs. Okay. Oh yeah.
How much money did you have on you? I'm asking.
I haven't touched it. Can you just check in between his
Sir,
legs?
listen to me.
He's moving and everything. Look, he's moving.
Sir, I'm good.
Sir, listen to me. Tell me how much cash you had on you. What was the amount?
I just want to see. I'm not gonna lie. Can you check? I'm not going nowhere. Can you check your fellow officer for me, please?
Yeah.
Hell no. He just touched my. I heard the rubber band pop. He told me, oh, I had to look, and he's moving in between his legs.
It's obvious to anyone watching that the blood drained from Chapman's face when Moncre began accusing him of stealing. Moncre is so sure of his accusation that the other officer had no choice but to investigate.
Stand right here.
I'm gonna stand right here, but can y'all please check y'all fellow officer? Please. What's going on? Look, he's moving his arm right now.
How much cash did you have on you?
Can you check your
Yeah, I
hands?
didn't.
Can you check your people's? Because he's touching. What's
Tell
going
me
on?
what's the
Oh my
total
God.
amount.
Look at his hand. He's tucking money. He's tucking money right in his right hand.
Tell me how much money you
He's
had on
tucking
you.
money. He's tucking my money. That's a problem. Can y'all check him?
Listen to me. What was your total
And
cash?
he's telling her, no, don't check me.
Listen.
Look at him moving. He's moving. Oh my God. Y'all not gonna check him?
Listen.
Look
Chill
at him.
out.
Listen. Come on.
I've been cooperating with you guys the whole time. I'm not gonna lie. He
I'm
just
not
touched
gonna
my
allow
money.
anybody to take your money.
Look at him. He's moving.
But look at me. Look at me.
Even as the other officers tried to come to Chapman's aid and give him enough time to try and recover from the pickle he'd gotten himself into.
No one's gonna take your money. I can see his hand. I can see exactly what he's doing. No one's gonna take your money. She's gonna count your money. There's more money.
Watched him touch my money. And you
There's
guys
more
didn't
money
even
in here.
check it.
You're saying that there's more money in here?
But what I'm saying is
Let me ask you a question. Answer my question. Are you saying that there's more money in here?
what I'm saying is he just touched my money and went through 3 different floor compartments, and I seen him put it in between his legs. I heard my rubber band. I've been nothing but cooperative with you guys. All I wanted you guys to do was.
Okay, watch.
I'm saying, but he already moved and did a lot of different stuff.
Okay, come sit over here.
But y'all already let him move. Like, there's no way. Like, watch.
We
You
can
know
hear this
what
right
the
now.
total amount was?
Man, I honestly don't. The money was for a bill. My wife gave it to me. The one that she tried to give me. I tried to give her the money. He said, don't give it to her.
Okay.
Because I went to Wendy's. I got a Wendy's receipt right.
But do you know how much cash you had on you? So I can count it out so we can verify the total. Do you know approximately how much you had on you?
If I say a number and I get it wrong because he touched the money, then it's going to be all wrong. But I just don't understand why I heard my rubber band being popped.
I just grabbed it from the seat to give to her.
That's not what you just told me either, boss.
I did. That's what I did. And I handed her the
I'm not going to lie, boss.
envelope that
Have I gave you?
Chapman tried his hardest to not look and sound any more suspicious than he already was. Moncre, still calm as a cucumber, effortlessly dismantled Chapman's argument.
Watch me count
I'm
it
not
out,
sure. I'm
and we
distraught.
can
It's a
verify.
lot. It's a lot going on. I didn't
Okay.
even know I had a warrant. I'm just trying.
Okay.
I'm just trying to like.
So if you...
What's it called? I'm trying to like just like comply with you
Yeah,
guys.
I got
but
you.
that just doesn't make sense to the point where like I just watched him. Me and you both watched him move his hands. I watched him tear up. I watched him look at you and tell him like look at you and tell you no, you're not about to. I just watched him do way too much when I haven't been nothing but nice and compliant to you guys. You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to go along with you guys' protocols and everything. All I've done was ask questions so I know how like to make sure I'm safe and my family can find me and stuff. I know for a fact what I've seen and what I heard. And then when I asked him why was he like popping the rubber band on the money, he said I was just making sure something, but there's no need to make sure, you feel what I'm saying? Like that's my property, you feel what I'm saying?
Moncre, understandably, still isn't able to trust any of the officers, especially Chapman, for his highly suspicious behavior. Even now, we can see from his body language he's trying to block the inside view of his cruiser.
Yes, I did touch it when I grabbed it out of the seat.
I understand, so I don't want to argue with you, Mr. Chapman. I just know what
No, sir.
Do you have any kind of idea about how much you would say you had
I
on
do,
you?
but I'd rather you kind of first on, I just know in my head.
But if you tell me afterwards that it's missing, that doesn't verify.
But if you
know what
guys
I'm
would have
saying?
stopped him within
If
the
you
whole...
tell me
if you
how
guys
much
would've-
it was now, I can count it and we can verify if it's missing.
The lady officer wasn't able to grasp the problem at hand. While Moncre may not remember the amount he had, what he does know for a fact is that his stack of money was tampered with. But the lady officer keeps rambling on, missing the whole point Moncre was trying to make.
I feel like you guys don't understand what I'm saying. But it's okay, I'm not tripping. You can count it out. I just, like, you counting it out right now would just let me know exactly how much you took. But I'm not tripping anything. I'm not trying to cause any problems or... I know, I heard the rubber band pop. I seen him fiddling. He did not just keep his hands up the whole time. Like no, I didn't. He didn't open the door and say, you can search me. Look, you know what I'm saying? I heard my money. I'm a very great businessman. I just paid bills a couple days ago, you know what I'm saying? I just know for a fact that he touched my money. And then he was adamant about not giving my money to my wife or the cameraman that was with me, you feel what I'm saying? He was just like, no, you're gonna keep your money on you, which wasn't a problem, you feel what I'm saying? But him touching the money prior to just putting it in the, like, I've been listening the whole time. He asked for a small envelope. He didn't put the money in there then. He asked for it just doesn't make sense. But you can do your job. I'm not trying to postpone or cause a problem. I just want to see how much is missing out at this point.
I want to count in front of you so
Yes,
you
ma'am.
can see how much that you have, okay?
Moncre made some really great points, as he listed everything suspicious and malign that Tyrant Chapman had done, not to mention that the rubber band was broken, which should have prompted the officers to check Chapman and his cruiser.
So I'm not gonna lie, you ain't missing.
20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 7, 190.
It's around like 13 or 14.
Is that the rubber band that
Yeah. You see me putting it all in here.
I appreciate you, man.
What are we saying? 190, right?
Can y'all I don't know the protocol with that, but can y'all check y'all
do you
his
think?
person? Because if anything is on him,
Look, sir.
it would be in big. No, I don't.
Look, I'm gonna show you right here. Look at me. Look at me.
All of you guys probably have kids out there. You know what I'm saying?
Look.
So look, this is all I want to explain to you guys. Most of the time, when somebody knows they didn't, when somebody knows for a fact they didn't do anything, they're not gonna just, you know what I'm saying, let you search them. And I don't have kids, you know what I'm saying? But I know how that goes because my mom did foster care.
Moncre compares Tyrant Chapman to rebellious kids in foster care, which couldn't be any more accurate, since Chapman quite literally did the most childish and unprofessional thing possible.
I would have
Yes, sir.
felt comfortable if your colleagues would have searched you at the exact time where I knew where the money was, because I seen you kept going in between your legs, and then every time everybody put all of the attention on me, you kept moving. I don't know if it's in your door, I don't know where it's at, but just look.
It's like Moncre was some sort of fortune teller, as he managed to identify the exact place where a low IQ officer like Chapman would hide it.
You know for a fact that I'm right.
Come here.
Do you mind if I move?
Come
you guys
come here.
want
I'll show you.
I want you to hold me so you know that.
Okay. Do you see anything?
No, no cap. I'm not even gonna touch it. It's blue hundreds right here. It's all the blue hundreds are right there behind that receipt. Thank you. All that's my money. He didn't have that.
This is your money?
Yes, I heard him crumble it up. Thank you. All that's been
That ain't
recorded,
my
right? That's my money. That's my money right there.
Sir, you've been watching me that whole time.
I seen you take it. I seen you crumble
Sir,
it up. Just
that
count
is
it.
not me.
If I'm right, it's gonna be around $1,000. If I'm right, and like I told you, I just went to Wendy's. I seen you steal. Thank
No,
you.
sir.
The audacity to deny your crimes and sins, even after you've been caught red-handed in the way this idiot Chapman was. You can only guess what happened next.
I don't want to do nothing. All I know for a fact is I know what I know and I've seen it. I just wanted you guys to trust me, you feel what I'm saying? That's why I was just acting a little irate, but I'm perfectly fine, you feel what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to expose you.
That is not me, bud.
Brother, I just seen you steal my money. It was no
No,
reason for you
sir.
to pop my rubber band, brother. It was no reason for you to pop my rubber band off my money.
I didn't pop your rubber band off your money.
I heard it. Me and you just spoke about it. You heard him agree to it. When I first got it, I said, I heard you did rubber band. You said, oh, I had to do something.
I
It's
think
okay.
you were saying something about
It's okay.
The cameras on the entire
Yes, ma'am.
time. Alright?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
let's take it down a notch.
Yes, ma'am. I apologize. I'm
We're
so
good
sorry.
here.
Yes, ma'am. So what are we gonna do about this problem? Because he just tried to steal some of my
No,
money.
sir,
And I'm
I
not
did
trying
not.
to put any allegations on him. I'm not trying to say anything.
The police should have been more understanding that Moncre was going to be naturally fired up when he learned that everything he'd been saying was proven right.
I don't even like the fact that he just tried to steal and nobody like stood up for me. You feel what I'm saying? Like nobody was like, okay.
Nobody saw anything
But I
that you were
seen
saying.
everything.
But nobody saw anything that you said.
I
you
appreciate
saw,
it, Mr.
okay?
Morris. You his sergeant.
Yes.
Yes, he is my sergeant.
You know, sir, I have 20/20 and I can read. I remember when you called him out, I could tell you everything he said to you. Perfect timing. This was perfect. Perfect that you called me out this time because you didn't know the protocol to how a federal warrant was supposed to be taken care of. Correct and incorrect?
That's correct. That's the reason why I called him out to
But
ask.
you just separate. Whoa, so what was the purpose of you separating my money while you gave her money, while you just watched her count my money out in full? Because you just wasted an evidence. You wasted an evidence folder. Because now she has to rewrite a totally different number. So if I would have agreed to the number that I didn't know when she asked me, then I would have been like ridiculed or foreseen as a liar or something. I believe that's my receipt. I only ordered a 10-piece nugget and I ordered like a fry and something to drink, so I didn't know the actual amount of the money. All I know is when my girlfriend got off work at 5 o'clock, I was supposed to give her that money for the rest of the bills and she was going to get her car back. I was in a car this week. That's why I wasn't in my own car, man. That was my girlfriend's car, Diamond Alexander. That's why when you initially pulled me over, and y'all probably have my phones, you can see the call record. I called her at like 4 or something to let her know, babe, I'm being pulled over in your car. In my eyes, I thought it was gonna be for the T-tag, temporary tag thing, the sticker, but like
It was initially just for your speed, I promise you that.
no, I apologize, sir. I apologize. I'm just trying to do what I gotta do. But I know for a fact what I heard. I have 20/20 vision. I'm not a criminal. I don't do things that I'm not supposed to. I heard him tampering with that rubber band.
Okay.
That rubber band was on that money because my girlfriend gave me the money this morning and told me I wasn't even supposed to be in her car. I just took it because I didn't want to be Ubering around all day and my girlfriend had a car and she was going to work.
I'm telling you exactly what I'm going to do. Do not parse every word I'm telling you. I'm telling you exactly what I'm going to do, all right? Is that I have to get on the phone. I have to call my supervisors to run up the chain, all right? But you're still going to jail.
Once the missing money was recovered and verified, the next obvious step was to properly pursue the allegations. Moncre understood this well and complied with the officers, despite one of them having just stolen his money.
I appreciate it, sir. I appreciate you guys for like analyzing the situation because like if it wasn't said like this or seen like this or foreseen like this, nobody would have believed me. You feel what I'm saying? I just wanted you guys to believe me, and I'm sorry if I seemed irate or
There's another $1 in your pocket.
or I'm sorry if I seemed like I was doing too much. I just wanted you guys to believe me without me having to do anything like to show you guys, you feel what I'm saying, like try to grab him or try to like reach in his car and grab the money while I heard it. You feel what I'm saying? And I know it was a lot going on. Yes, ma'am.
Obviously, they have to talk to you, all right? So, I want to hold on to your weapon right quick, okay?
Yep. Go ahead. Just take the whole holster off. It's one of them.
QRS.
I got it.
It doesn't take long for the sergeant to take action and strip Chapman of his firearm. With how things are progressing, hopefully, his badge will be next.
I just want to apologize to everyone and say, man, one of these things, dude. And I'm sorry.
I hear, brother. Anything to drink or anything, man?
No. Just want to say I'm sorry.
Gotcha, brother. Well, we're gonna walk out of here and close the door, okay, until they get here, okay, buddy?
All right. Let me know if you need anything, all right?
I'm good, Sarge. I appreciate it.
confusing to see how Chapman is still being treated with such kindness, even after committing a serious criminal offense. I guess the cops really do look after each other. The police internal affairs team found Officer Chapman guilty, and on March 15, 2024, Officer Chapman was arrested and charged with 1 count of embezzlement. Officer Chapman quit his job as a cop on the same day of his arrest. If Chapman didn't surprise you about the true nature of these uneducated cops, this next case will leave you speechless at the neglect of these next ones.
She had me undressed and bend over to cough. And when I bent over to cough, I felt something go up.
On December 21st, 2019, a woman, Jordan Sims, was suspected of shoplifting at a Walmart in Stafford, Arizona. When police arrived, she was taken into custody due to a pending warrant from another county. She was taken to Mount Graham Regional Medical Center for evaluation after her arrest. Stafford officer Jeremiah French escorted her as well, which is when Sims claimed that French made her a target of abuse in a truly disgusting way. After these heinous allegations against Officer French, Sims was taken to Sierra Vista for an examination to determine if she was abused. She returned to the jail a day later, where she made her official statement.
What happened?
She took me back into the shower room to dress me out, and she shut the door. She had me under and bent over to cough. And when I bent over to cough, I felt something go up.
Okay.
And she said, "This is what it feels like to relax." And then she tells me that who's gonna believe me because I already just cried wolf about what French did to me.
Okay.
That's why I wasn't gonna report it, because I didn't want anyone to think I was stupid.
Sims also reached out to her mother in her time of distress while she was locked up in jail.
I love you. I love you very much.
I love you too, Joey.
I love you very much. You're beautiful. You're amazing. You're the best mom anyone could ever ask for. And I know what I've done to you is wrong in so many ways. Because you're better than that, and so am I. I need you, so please don't give up.
Why are you going to give up?
Having these phone calls, Mom, is the only thing that's keeping me going right now. Knowing that whenever I'm going to call, you're going to be right there to answer.
Sims was then taken to Sierra Vista for yet another examination on December 26th. En route from Sierra Vista back to Mount Graham, Sims had taken enough of this abuse and neglect by the police and actually jumped out of the moving police cruiser.
What happened?
She jumped out. We're almost to the hospital and she jumped out.
Upon investigation of the cruiser, it was revealed that the backdoor child locks were disengaged, which is what allowed Sims to take her leap of misfortune. This is yet another example of police unprofessionalism and
Is there the leg shackles down here in her shoes? Which they're... Yeah. I'm waiting.
Next, witness how this idiotic cop's abuse of power backfired, leading to serious consequences.
You have the audio on those cameras?
Yes.
Okay.
I think this is public access here.
Well, you're on private property and you're past
I think it's public. Well, I think this is public access.
You can't be on their property without their consent.
Okay.
You can be on public property.
Well, there is public access along here, so it goes to, a certain point. So I think we're within that point.
Well, you are understanding that you're creating a safety hazard here.
No, I don't think we are. Basis do you have for that? Because I'm telling you we're not.
You're in the roadway right now creating a safety hazard.
Well, so are you. We're not in the road. We were always within the public access area.
Do you know exactly where your property limits are? And we'll ask them to stay outside that.
Technically, we are responsible up to the roadway.
Okay.
Right off the bat, the supervisor is clearly biased against the protesters. He says they are on private property when they are not, and then he goes on to mischaracterize the law in an effort to stop the protesters from recording. Absolutely shameful from the supervisor.
Certainly.
Okay, and I'm going to ask you to turn the audio and the cameras off because it's illegal in Pennsylvania.
It's not illegal.
Yes,
okay.
it is, miss.
I'm sorry. It's not illegal.
Ma'am, you can videotape me, but I'm asking you not to audio tape without my consent.
Okay.
Can you please do that?
Well, I understand what you're saying. I do.
Okay.
There's audio on mine, and I'm a lawyer, and I know what the law is.
So you know about
I'll take the
wiretap
risk. You
laws,
can
is that
take me to
correct?
court.
Is that, you know about the
I do.
wiretap laws?
Okay. Well, I'm not going to get into that here. Do you have identification, please?
I don't on me now.
You don't have an
No.
identification?
What do you need it for? Am I going to be arrested?
When we get a call, we get to take a police report that we get a call.
Okay.
That's all.
I don't. Am I? What do you need my ID for? Why do you need my name?
We're here on a police call. We're having contact with you, and we're going to identify you and name you on our police report. That's what we do.
Okay. Well, I'd rather not give you my name.
Why would that be?
Because I don't think I'm doing anything illegal. I don't think I'm under suspicion of anything.
Okay. Well,
Why do I need my name?
You just told me that you're audio taping us, and I asked you not to do that under Pennsylvania wiretap laws.
Okay. Can we get a supervisor here? Because
I am one.
Okay. What about? How about you? Above you?
That's not possible right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So you're gonna take me into custody because of suspicion of violation of the wiretap law?
Did I ever say that?
You said the reason that you wanted my name and not hers was because of the wiretap law. And Val, please keep videotaping the people who come in.
Okay. You asked why we need your name and your information. Did I ever say that I'm going to take you into custody?
Well, you said that you needed it for the wiretap law. You said you think I'm in violation of the wiretap law, so I'm assuming that you're going to do something about that. That's why you need my name.
But I never said I was taking you into custody.
The officer is clearly trying to gaslight the protester, but unfortunately for him, she is also an attorney, and a pretty good one at that. The way she handles him next is beyond satisfying.
If you say I'm under suspicion for violation of the federal wiretap law or the Pennsylvania wiretap law, that's why you need my name, I'll give you my name.
I kindly asked you to stop audio taping. That's all I did.
Due to cases under the federal and the Pennsylvania state wiretapping law, I know that this is legal.
Okay.
So, you're telling me you don't think it is, and you want my name to fill out in your report because you think I'm violating the wiretapping law. That doesn't make sense to me. Because if you think I'm violation of a crime, wouldn't you want to take me into custody and get all my information?
I never said that.
Okay, well then I'm not in violation of a crime?
I asked you to stop audio taping.
Right.
I said in Pennsylvania we have wiretapping laws. It's not legal to audio tape someone without their consent.
This is public property. This is public access.
Well, I don't know that you're on public property right now.
Well, I know that we are. I've looked into it. We've done this before. We've been here many, many weeks. We stand in the public access area.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Do you know for a fact that right now you're on public property?
Well, because we stood, now I think we're in the driveway because we're talking to you. But where we were standing.
If you're not sure either, how could you say that we're in violation?
I don't know. I do not.
Right.
If no one knows, then somebody needs to find out, and it probably would be more of your responsibility being you're in the law.
They could sue.
Okay, here's what we're going to do.
Okay.
We cannot have you stand in the driveway here.
Okay.
On this side of State Road where this is plowed. We're going to find out through the township exactly where their property line is. But for right now, we're going to ask you not to impede their traffic and not to stand in this driveway. I don't know exactly how far their private property goes to State Road or what's considered public access because there is no sidewalk here under the snow. But what they're asking is you don't stand on this plowed driveway and you stand on the other side of these snowbanks.
Okay.
Meaning, what was that?
Okay.
Okay, let me finish. What will happen if we don't move?
If this is private property and you don't move, you could be cited for trespassing.
I'm asking you, what will happen now today if we don't move right now?
If you don't move
before you find out what.
Like right now, you're taking his word for it and maintain, and your understanding of law is that because they maintain this driveway, we have to go, certain distance from the snow. I'm asking you, what will you do if we don't move?
I will go to the township. I will find out exactly where their legal property line is, and if law enforcement action has to be taken or citations have to be issued, that'll be done.
Keep in mind that these officers are from the same department that refused to take any action against the club's illegal activities, including their shooting at a person. The shooting happened on the same day as this incident.
Officer, while you're here, we got somebody on videotape who almost sideswiped me deliberately. He actually went into the snow, trying to hit me when I was off the road. Well, I'll have to look at the video to see what I captured, because I won't make a report unless I actually got his information. Ooh. Yeah, he did. Oh my God. Did you see that? Be careful, Val.
One of the gun club members tried to run over the protesters, and when asked about their actions, they blatantly refused. Corrupt officers like him need to be put in their place every once in a while, and it's safe to say that the protester did a great job of doing that. Despite being a manipulator, the supervisor was at least polite, unlike this next officer who showed no signs of respect or humanity whatsoever.
Stop the car! Stop the car!
On August 20th, 2022, a man was at his girlfriend's house located in Sherwood to collect his property. While at the girlfriend's place, the man shoots at her ceiling. At this point, Officer Nance is in the same area, and as he arrives on the scene, he does perhaps the most cowardly thing an officer can do.
What apartment? Are you the one who shot?
It is in the air, but please don't him. Please do not. Get in the car.
Okay, where is he going?
Get in the car. I don't know.
Okay.
We just told him to pull over and put his hands up.
Is anyone hurt?
No. We just trying to make sure he's going.
No one is hurt.
No one's hurt.
Okay, where is he going?
I don't know. She was on the phone with him. We told him to pull over and put your hands up and cooperate.
Where does he live? He lives here?
Yes.
Okay.
Lincoln 31.
We told him to pull over and put his hands up because Charles is
Very good. Lincoln 31, 10-8-96.
Okay, hold on. Are you on the phone with him?
No, just pull over and put your gun in the car, Anthony. It could be simple. You don't have to do this.
Where is he at?
I don't know. And I don't want y'all to hurt him. I really don't. It's just not in his right mind, bro.
Okay. Take a deep breath, okay?
Can you please just stop, Anthony?
Let me talk to him. Anthony, can you hear me?
Don't not that loud. You gotta put it up in your ear. We're chasing him.
What's his Anthony what? What's his name?
Y'all have people after his car.
Do what?
Y'all have people chasing him currently.
We're trying to find him right now, okay?
Please, just don't hurt him.
Do you know where he might go?
I don't. I just got him to get his stuff this morning. Last night and this early this morning. Oh my God, man. Because for one, I didn't think it would get this far. I thought it was just a simple petty ass argument. Arguing, he get his shit and we go. But he didn't. He shot and ran off in the house, and all I heard was gunshot back there. I don't know.
Shaking up, take some deep breaths for me, all right?
Mama, what you say? He in a wooded area. He said he behind here. He watching us.
Notice how the woman repeatedly says that he is not in his right mind, which suggests that his mental state is questionable, and harming him would be a huge mistake. But these corrupt officers are too stupid to understand that.
It's inside the apartment.
I shot at his vehicle. Yeah. So I pulled in. You were in the car. You were the one I pulled up behind, right? That was right over here, like around, basically as soon as I pulled into the complex. And then dispatch said she was showing me to the apartment. We kind of made the S curve. Once we got around there, she stopped. I got out and started talking to her, and she said, "That's him right there, leaving in that SUV." There was a lady standing outside around maybe apartment 20. Said she heard shot from that direction. So I got out of my vehicle, started walking down. This SUV comes barreling towards me, and that's when I took a couple.
Stop the car! Stop the car! Stop the girl!
Paul 58, he's fleeing in a red GMC SUV heading towards cutoff. Shot.
You good?
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Get your deep breath.
Yeah.
Relax for a second. And chat with him. And
You got it. Originally, I thought they said the suspect vehicle was a Cadillac. I pulled in, and it was right there by that office sign. Then dispatch said, you know, when I said, hey, they're pulling around further in, they said, well, they're trying to show you where the apartment is. So we took the S-curve to the second half of the complex. She stops, gets out, and tells me that's him right there. He just fired a shot. There was also someone else standing maybe around apartment 20 or so, standing outside. I asked her, did you hear gunshots? She said yes from back there. So when she told me that's him right there in that car, I got out of my car, started walking towards him. Car comes towards me, high rate of speed. I already had my weapon out as he was coming towards me. I think it was after he passed me, I did 2 shots. And then got in my car, and by the time I was able to get turned around and back out, I lost him.
The supervisors are just as corrupt as him. They do not condemn any of his actions and instead try to support him after he does the absolute worst. This just shows that the whole system is corrupt, not just one person.
I see one.
There's one back there.
Is that all he shot was twice?
There, and you got the one right there. He said he shot a couple of times. Is there a third one right there? Nope. I think there's just this two. Yep.
Okay, we can't. It's gonna be hard to make the scene any bigger, but.
And he said the guy was driving past him.
Oh, he was in the vehicle whenever he shot at him? Was he shooting at Nance? You don't know?
Paul 50, I'm 97. There's a black Dodge Ram in the driveway.
So why do we think he's shooting an AR? Unit's trying to make contact with him. The info we got right now is he's an AR. Not 100% sure of that, but that's the info we got right now.
Up there. We haven't been into the apartment or anything yet. She still's been notified. She's on her way out.
So the apartment's there where he's at?
Yep.
That's Nance's car?
No, that's Fairclaw's car.
Okay, that's Fairclaw. So
Nance is in his car going back to the PD, and LT went back to the PD with him.
Yeah, LT called me. So is anybody else in the apartment?
No. We haven't cleared the apartment yet.
You hadn't cleared it?
No, because they were up, the victim.
We need to clear that apartment.
Okay.
Because there may be somebody in that apartment.
After getting a brief on the situation, the lieutenant decides that it's best to clear out the apartment where the boyfriend was staying. The officers enter the apartment with the hopes of finding the boyfriend, but what they actually find baffles them.
Police department.
Police department, anybody in here?
If you're in here, come out.
Show up, police. Police department, anybody here?
A second photo. Can you possibly send us by here?
I got a little closet, I think. Alright, we're clear here. You got that little closet? Yeah, I did.
No, ain't nobody in here now. We know there ain't nobody in there waiting on us now.
We're going to get away from the main road up here and come back towards the apartment.
Yep.
You hadn't saw any shell casings?
Not any shell casings here. And like I was telling him, I took my time getting up here trying to canvass a little bit.
Yeah.
And I don't think I parked on any. I looked before I parked, but there's always a chance.
And I didn't notice any on the floor.
I didn't either.
But
my question is,
I'll be on my phone.
That which way was Nance? Was the man coming this way?
Correct.
Okay, and Nance fires
as he went past him.
So Nance fires this way.
Correct.
So where did our bullets go?
That's what we were just.
That's what I'm looking for.
Even after going through the same situation multiple times, the whole team still can't admit that the corrupt officer made a mistake, so they continue their investigation by involving the boyfriend's younger brother.
Hey, you got your ID on you? Yes, sir, I got my ID on me. I need your ID.
What's going on?
Nothing much, man.
You think my ID, something got to be going on.
I'm just gonna ID you. From what I'm understanding, your brother's involved in a crime.
What crime? Because I just got a call saying police shooting at my baby brother. That ain't no good call.
I understand.
Yeah, I got more family members on their way out here, but I was the first one able to get out here.
And he said he calling my
So
mom.
if y'all get any speeding tickets, calls, anything, that's me. The whole f***ing way, because I heard police brother. We not
No, we're not. I'm waiting on a return.
They're not arguing.
No situation, sir. We family.
Hey, listen, look at me. Look at me.
Man, it ain't, man. It's my baby brother I got to worry about.
I understand.
And this my cousin.
No. I'm saying it's okay about you guys talking.
Yes, 10-4.
So she's been talking to him?
They can't do nothing to him unless they know he's still a threat. And then when you see him, if he ain't got
right.
But I'm just trying to make sure my little brother okay. I just got to the room myself. I get a call, my little brother being Sherwood Police Department. I just did 100 and something come from university. If any state troopers or something was behind me, they had to come with me. But I'm just trying to make sure my little brother's okay.
Can you at least call him and try to calm him down or something?
I wouldn't dare call my little brother right here.
We'll talk to him in 1 second. Why are you looking at me and do that?
I ain't looking at you like that. I wouldn't dare call my little brother right here. Whether he answer or he don't.
I'm trying to make sure he good.
No, we just need for him to chill down. That's it. You don't have to have a conversation with him. It doesn't need to be on speaker. I don't want him to get.
That's what I'm trying
And we don't want him shooting.
All right, did he say is he hurt or not? Because I didn't even get to ask my little brother that. I just came out here.
After trying their best to trap the guy, the officers try to manipulate his brother into calling them and making them come to the scene. But the brother is smart.
I got to talk to my little brother, and I ain't going to do it just right here. No, I'm not even going to say I will.
Yeah, that's fine.
I need to know my little brother's okay.
We understand.
I got out here, and I'm trying to see if anybody, brother, or anything, but
well, go do what you gotta do. Make sure he's straight. Yeah.
Before you play it in.
The info, they're saying he did fire one shot inside there.
Yeah. She's saying that he fired with an AR like up into the ceiling. Yeah. So I'm expecting to find a bullet hole up there.
yeah, I don't. Well, she said she was in her head, so this is moving.
Yeah, it was at an angle. He didn't just like that.
I don't know.
The suspect eventually turned himself in on a warrant for aggravated on a family or household member, which is a Class D felony. Officer Nance was not disciplined for his careless reaction, but sometimes these lunatics do meet their match and know that while they're fond of being extremely corrupt, their actions will still have consequences. On June 29, 2020, officers received a call about a man pledging his allegiance to ISIS at Fairfield Inn and Suites on Colorado Avenue in Avon. Immediately after, officers were dispatched to the location, and what they did once they arrived will leave you stunned.
Avon Police Sergeant Ruppel.
Hi, my sister works at the Fairfield Inn on Colorado Avenue in Avon. She is a desk worker.
Okay.
There is a male in a full headdress with multiple disposable phones pledging his, pledging his allegiance or something to ISIS.
Okay.
He is very panicky.
Okay, is your sister able to call us?
No, she is at the front desk.
Okay.
Of the hotel.
Okay, what is your name?
My name is her sister.
And what's your sister's name? And do you have a callback number for her, or is she at the actual phone line at the Fairfield?
She doesn't have a cell phone. She's texting me off a deactivated iPhone that has Wi-Fi.
Okay. Does she have a description of this male? Or in a vehicle, or is he on foot?
She said there's a suspicious male here at the desk with disposable phones, 2 of them in a full headdress.
And he's saying he has pledged allegiance to ISIS, and he's in the lobby right now?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'll send some officers down.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Third-party call from the sister of the desk clerk and also her father, advising there's an Arabic male in full headdress, several cell phones, claiming his allegiance to ISIS. She's locked herself in the bathroom. No weapon seen at this time. I do not have a clothing description or anything further on the male in the lobby. Head to Fairfield, Chester, and 611.
Let's make sure this isn't a prank.
Let's go on the LT. Back up.
There he is. There he is. Right there.
On the ground, no!
Get on the ground!
Get on the ground! Down! On the ground, do it now!
Get on your car.
Down! On the ground, do it now!
On!
Roll out! Right now! Roll out! Do it now! On me!
Got you. I'm on you.
Get in front of me, just yellow, come behind you. Awesome. Head straight out in front of you, don't move. Behind you. Awesome, go in, grab his hands, cuff him up. We're cover. Get the phone away. Take that phone away. So the free neck cleaves right here. We're gonna put him in. Pull up.
Want us to check him first?
All right, turn to your left or your right. Turn to your right.
What happened?
Pull up.
Not good to do it like this.
That's it, brother. One detained. Said she's by herself.
Not good this. I'm tourist and this is good, not good.
Yeah, it's not good. It's right.
Take a sweep this place.
I don't know. He's got it.
She said he's by himself. Anybody else? She said he's by himself.
This guy down. Make sure he's got nothing on. Relax. We're gonna get you to stand up first. You got that? Sit up.
The Arab man, who is named Ahmed Al-Menhali, had no idea what was going on, and the worst part is that he couldn't even speak English, so there was no chance of him defending himself verbally. The officers kept treating him like a terrorist, which was sad to see.
Embassy.
Lift your other leg up.
Says he worked for the embassy.
That's nice. Lift your leg up.
Broken my telephone also.
Yeah, so you broke
Yes.
my nail. You check really well. All right, man. Go here. Come this way.
Hey, are you guys good? Hold the front. We're just going to sweep the lot. There's possibly a second guy on scene somewhere.
Have a seat in the car.
Yeah, we're good. Hey, your LT's back up. We're going to sweep the lot real quick. Take your getting your pants on the way over here.
Yeah.
Searching, I'm like, where did that come from?
From the silver minivan? Sure, you're in your shoes.
The white Honda?
Sebring?
Yeah, Sebring.
After harassing the Arab guy thoroughly, the officers then began asking questions, starting with the whereabouts of his car. The Arab guy calls someone who can explain everything to the cops, but as the officers are talking on the phone, something strange happens.
What's his name? Ahmed. He's police? He's a police officer? Where? In Cleveland? Speak Arabic?
This is Officer Smith, the Avon Police Department. Who am I talking to? Good, yeah, hold on one second. I can't hear him.
This is Officer Cedar, Avon Police Department. We have your brother. Why we do what we do. His name is also Ahmed. Okay, well here's the issue. He's at the Fairfield and in our city. The employee here at Fairfield stated he came in. He's fully dressed in a white gown. If you could explain to them why we did that, that's what I'm trying to do. We'll apologize. I just need to know. And
you okay?
They got scared, called us, and we detained him.
You okay?
Call you back, okay? Thanks. And now
he just passed out.
Sir, what kind of medical issues do you have?
He had a stroke. He's here in Cleveland for
his stroke
treatment.
Okay.
Family member called us. Okay.
He's had a stroke.
Heart problems?
Is this your brother? No. My daughter was the dog.
Did he hit his head?
You guys heard it.
I don't think so. He started falling and I caught him at the last second.
Okay.
I don't think he kind of sat.
Does something hurt? Your hat? Alright, we're getting the cop right now.
The man just suffered a stroke, and they are sitting there like nothing happened. What a horrible bunch of people.
We're going to pick you up and put you on the cot here 1 second, okay?
Yes.
I'm going to take your glasses, give them to the officer here, and put them with your other possessions. Can you talk to me?
Ahmed, how do you feel? What's going on? You not feel so well?
All right, boss, I'm going to sit you up here.
We couldn't explain it because he
How you feel? Not good?
Not good? Okay. All right, I'm going to grab your wrist, boss. I'm going to stand you up, and we're going to move you to this cot. You got me?
How the call came in. Just let me grab your plate. The squad's going to be taking him to get checked out.
I'm probably going to St. John West Shore, probably. St. John.
He was nodding me and acknowledging. Here, cross him over.
I copy that. Oh, okay. Once we determined that it wasn't called immediately, took him out of cuffs and out of the car. But now he is I will. You know what,
Before I need that info again.
I'm gonna have this officer. I'm gonna get your information, okay, so I can contact you. Okay, what is your name?
Station standby 1.
Okay, Officer Alley.
Almen Holly had traveled to the U.S. for follow-up medical treatment at the Cleveland Clinic. Julia Shearson, executive director of the Council on American Islamic Relations Ohio, told NBC News. It was, Almen Holly said, like a terrible dream that makes him angry. Then he added, more than angry, I am sad, too sad. This was perhaps one of the craziest things to happen in recent years. But unlike this next person, Almen Holly was still not the best match for the corrupt cops.
I'm not answering your questions until you answer my
The
question.
city is public, sir.
This event took place place in Red Bluff, California, when an auditor visited the local police department to exercise his First Amendment rights. But once there, he was shocked to see how corrupt the officers were, so he took it upon himself to teach them a lesson.
What's the reason for doing it?
I just told you, my own personal use.
Okay, well, it's a private lot, sir, so why are we doing it?
This is private?
Yes.
Is there...
It's not owned by anybody but the city, so why are we doing this?
Is there signs or something?
Why are we taking pictures of this?
Well, again, I'm doing it for my own personal... Hold on 1 second.
But what's the reason for
Give me about 20 minutes, and we can go there. Send. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know it was a private lot. I didn't see any signs or anything at the entrances, so... What was that?
What's your name?
What's your name?
My name is Steve.
Steve?
What's your name?
What's your last name?
Sure.
And how do you pronounce it?
How do you pronounce Harper?
Yeah.
H-A-R-P-E-R, spelled Harper.
Cool.
What's your name? Why are you recording license plates on a police department grounds? What is your purpose of doing it?
How would I do counterintelligence on vehicles that are out every day?
But why are you doing it?
So what's the? I don't understand the issue.
You're asking me questions. I'm asking you questions. Why are you?
Yeah, I know. I don't typically answer questions. That's why I'm asking.
well,
what's
then
the
leave.
issue? Well, I need to take some more pictures.
You're not going to
I'm
take
gathering.
pictures, so
I'm
you can
gathering.
leave.
I'm gathering content for a story I'm doing. I mean, I just don't
Fabulous.
understand.
You could go and come back and ask the chief of police.
Why would I have to ask? This is public.
This isn't public.
Well,
This is a private park lot owned by the city.
I know. And let me ask you a question. The city.
I'm not answering your questions until you answer my
The
question.
city is public, sir.
Yeah.
If it's owned by the city, there's not a gate or anything or signs
But if we wanted to
restricted
put up
or
a gate,
anything.
we could put up a gate. It's
I
private
know, but
property.
you don't have a gate right
It
now.
doesn't matter. You don't
It's-
have a right to be in the back of a police parking lot. For one, it's an officer safety issue. If you want to press the issue, we will deal with it.
From the get-go, the officer immediately infringed upon the auditor's rights and began lying to him. His approach towards the auditor should have been calm and relaxed, but instead, he reacted impulsively when the incident occurred. This displays his incompetence as an officer.
The Supreme, sir,
Do you
the
want to
Supreme
charge?
Court.
Do you want to continue this?
The,
And we'll go a
the
different
Supreme
route.
Court has ruled I can do this. I suggest you
You're not
ask
a
a
lawyer, so go
lieutenant.
get a lawyer
How do
tell
you
me.
know this?
Okay.
I suggest you ask a lieutenant or somebody higher up because I guarantee you I can do this. I can record you guys during your duties. You understand?
You can
I have a
certainly
First
record my
Amendment
duties,
right
but you
because
can't
I'm
do it here.
press. So I have a First Amendment right to do this because I'm press.
Okay, but
So,
you don't have to do it. You don't have the right to do it on private property.
this isn't private, sir. This
It
is
is
public.
absolutely private.
This is
sir.
publicly owned.
I can gate this off and not allow you in here. If we
I know, but it's not gated now. If you guys
Doesn't
wanted
matter.
to
It's
put
not
up a
open to the
gate, I
public.
can urge you. I can talk to the city manager.
Go talk to the city manager, and then you can come back.
Do you guys want help with that? We can put a petition out for that.
Perfect.
I mean, I'm
You
pro police, but you can't kick me out of a
You're not
public
gonna sit
parking
here
lot.
and Do counterintelligence on my vehicle.
It's not
an officer. Then
counterintelligence.
what are
I
you
told
doing it
you.
for? You know what goes on nowadays?
What?
Okay, I don't want to endanger any of my officers, and I don't know what you're doing back here, why you're videotaping our patrol vehicles or anything else.
This
and you're
is
being very
public.
reluctant to tell me the information of what you're doing.
I've told you everything I'm doing. I'm gathering content for
What
a
is your
story.
name?
It doesn't matter what my name
I gave
is,
you my
sir.
name. Why can't you give me yours?
Because do I have to? I don't have to do that. I don't have to
I
answer
don't have to
any
give you mine
questions.
either.
Yes, you do. It's in your policy, actually.
No, it's not.
Yes,
in
it
my policy.
is. I can get a copy of it very easily and show
Well,
you where
you go
it's
get
in
your
there.
policy. You go get our policy.
So,
sir, and I'll
anyways,
give you my name.
I'm doing content for a story.
Fabulous.
And this is a public lot. It's publicly accessible. There's no gate, fence, barrier, or doors. I don't need
This
permission
isn't a public
to take.
parking lot. I'm not going to argue with you. It's not a public parking lot.
Where are the signs at, sir?
It's not a public parking lot. It's owned through the city.
Where I know, and the city is
Just like you could gate off a police department, sir. You don't have a right to be back here.
Gate it often, sir.
You have a cell phone real quick. Let me call him quick.
I'm getting yelled at by this guy. He says he's gonna make a call and then I'm getting arrested. This guy's crazy, man. Can I have your name, ma'am?
No. My name tag.
Do you tell that to the judge?
Oh, what to the judge?
That's on my name tag when they ask?
You're not a judge, so.
Just stand by him for just a second.
I am your boss, though.
You're not the boss.
I am. I'm a member of the public, and you're here to serve the
I
public.
do serve the public, but the public doesn't.
Can I have your name and badge number?
My name is right here, badge number 2520.
And how do you pronounce your name?
Woodward, just like it's.
D. Yanks, badge number 2560.
Perfect. Thank you very much, man. That's exactly what we expect out of the police. So these guys are off the hook?
Are you from Red Bluff?
What was that?
Are you from Red Bluff?
Are you? Oh.
Check out the female officer's expression. She looks so entitled, like she's some kind of queen. It's frustrating how some cops let a little bit of power go to their heads and forget that they're supposed to be serving the community. It's a classic case of power corruption, and the outcome is right in front of us.
Take off your hat and sunglasses for me.
Negative. Did you learn something?
Yeah.
Okay, I can be here, right?
Did you learn something today?
Can I be here? Are we good? You could have had an easy conversation, but you came up yelling at me and freaking out. Like you own this place, and you don't. The taxpayers own it. Matter of fact, taxpayers employ you. You're here to serve us. Act like it.
Well, you don't know
It didn't change.
So
I
what else you
do.
need for-
I do. I'm here, and I'm going to stay here, and there's nothing you
Well,
can do
you've
about
been
it.
here.
Obviously, I know what I'm talking about. You're a public servant. I am. Your wife loves my intelligence. So, what did... Blah, 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 bud. This guy's something else.
And that's how you humble corrupt cops. Thanks to the Auditor, this cop will never harass another person for exercising his or her rights. We need more of these kinds of people in this country, so they can put corrupt officers like these in check. If you think this auditor owned the officer, wait until you see this next case, in which a McLaren owner shows a corrupt cop who's boss.
I'm not writing you for speeding. I'm writing you for reckless driving.
A YouTuber with a channel by the name of Drive Show was driving his McLaren down the road when suddenly, an officer pulled him over. When asked about the reason for the stop, the officer started giving ambiguous reasons and gave the man a ticket. But the way the man handled the situation is nothing short of awesome.
So why don't you tell me why I stopped you?
Swerving?
Swerving?
Yeah, we were trying to make the car make noise and swerve and take a
So
video.
swerving is why. Sir, you go ahead and step out also over there, please. Going on to that side.
It's right in the...
I'm going to let you direct me right from over there. Going over there.
How are you? Sure. First of all, I have a weapon in the car. It's right in my console there.
Very good.
I'm not going to put my hands anywhere near it for you.
Where is the gun?
It's in my console here. You're free to reach in and grab it if you'd like.
Okay. Well, why don't you come on out of the car and I'm just
Sure.
going to grab it for my safety. Okay?
Absolutely.
It's not against the law to have it.
No, I know. What we were trying to do was just do like a quick speed up so I could just downshift and make the exhaust loud.
Why would you do that, sir?
Yeah,
You're
that's
willing
better.
to risk a reckless driving citation
Absolutely not.
for the company. that
Absolutely
gave you the
not.
exhaust? Well, because I can articulate reckless driving right there. It's a two-lane curvy road with driveways all over the place. We work a ton of deer-related crashes on this roadway over here.
The officer clearly had no reason to stop the car owner, but as he realized that the owner was pretty confident in himself and not afraid of his authority, the officer started coming up with reasons that even a 5-year-old could tell were made up.
I'm not writing you for speeding. I'm writing you for reckless driving. All right?
Reckless driving, that's severe.
Yes, sir, it is. Your driving was severe.
I don't believe that.
Well, difference of opinion, okay? That's why you're being accused of it.
Yeah, so there's nothing like getting a reckless driving ticket when it's completely undeserved, but you know, you meet those kind of cops that this is why I have a great respect for law enforcement, not for certain officers. There is no way there was any reckless driving going on. There was no endangering of anybody. But yeah, we'll deal with it.
And finally, see how this corrupt officer's attempt to intimidate a citizen quickly turned against him.
Whomever called said it was a white vehicle sitting along the power lines.
I'm sitting on the power lines. Or sitting on a public street.
What's that?
I'm sitting on a public street, minding my business. That's all I'm doing. Yeah.
Okay, well, we got a call for a suspicious vehicle. We're just checking on said vehicle. Are you the owner of the car, sir?
I'm sorry, I'm not going to answer any questions. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Can I get a badge number?
It's 37.
And his name?
Sergeant Brian Gilmore.
Brian Gilmore. Okay.
Would you like to speak to him as well?
No, thank you.
Okay.
I just want to mind my business, man. People drive by here, see me parked here doing nothing wrong.
Fifth Amendment right not talk to us.
Yes, because I'm not doing anything illegal, right? Literally just parked in a public street. That's right.
Okay, well.
Just because somebody called in a suspicious car doesn't mean you're doing anything illegal. Did they specifically identify something illegal that I was doing. Was I
So
trespassing?
at this point, the reason we're requesting the identification
Sure.
is number one, we identify everybody we talk to. It's part of our routine.
Here's some crucial background. People are typically free to refuse to answer questions without facing immediate jail time under the Fifth Amendment of the United States Constitution. It seems like our officials here have forgotten everything about that. If people saw my channel, perhaps they would have a better understanding of effective law enforcement practices.
It's accepted, and it's something that's been approved by the Supreme Court,
It's not been.
and the United States Supreme Court.
It's not been approved by any Supreme Court.
Okay, all right. Well,
unless you
can
have
certainly disagree all
reasonable,
you want, but just because you think so doesn't mean
unless
it's
you
right.
have reasonable suspicion of a crime.
Okay. Well,
I don't have to provide any ID, sir.
You're on one of our streets in our town. In order for you to leave, you're going to have to be legally able to drive.
Who
this
pays?
car.
Who pays for these streets, sir?
Excuse me?
Who pays for the street?
Upper Chichester Township.
The township, right? The
Yep.
people. It's a taxpayer-funded street, right? And that means I can park here. I can travel through here. Also, I can stop on the streets. It's not illegal for me to do that. In your investigation, what have you concluded that I've done that's
That I have
illegal?
somebody that's refusing to provide
And
identification.
that's not illegal. Am I
It is
under
illegal,
arrest?
Sir. Under the vehicle code,
Am I
you're
under
required-
arrest?
Huh? You're not. You may be, and we'll have to
So
find that
are you
out.
threatening me with arrest?
Am I threatening you? No, I am not threatening you.
This individual must have dealt with self-proclaimed know-it-alls previously too.
Sir, well, conduct your job. I'm not providing any ID because I didn't commit any crimes.
You don't need to commit a crime
Yes,
for
you
us
do.
to ask you to
Yes,
provide
you
ID,
do.
sir.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You need RAS. Without RAS, there's no probable cause.
Okay,
Is that
they
illegal? Can you just come here and
They didn't
identify
say
me?
you were a pink flamingo either, so
Well, that's
about as
fine,
relevant.
but I'm not providing any ID. Where do we go from here? I didn't do anything illegal. You're threatening me with arrest.
I'm telling you that you need to provide identification. You're
I'm
part
not
of an
providing any
investigatory detention at this
investigation.
point.
I'm
You are
not-
required.
Do your investigation. Go and talk to the person who called and find out what I did that was illegal. Talk to them. Do your investigation. Do a thorough investigation. You just don't come here and talk to me. Talk to them.
the one
See
that's
what
here.
I did. Because they called, so talk to them. I didn't do anything wrong. You're not going to force me
know
to
that you did or
identify.
didn't do anything wrong,
But
sir.
do an investigation to see if I did anything wrong.
And in the state of Pennsylvania,
Yes.
if you're operating a motor vehicle, which is what you're doing,
I'm not operating a motor vehicle.
You
I'm parked.
absolutely are.
I'm parked on a public
you're in
street.
command and control of the vehicle.
I'm parked on a public
if
street.
you were under the influence of alcohol or another drug, I could arrest you for DUI, but you're
I'm
not.
parked on a public street.
Okay.
Good. That's all I'm doing here. I'm parked on a public street. Doing nothing illegal. You're not providing me the case number?
That's correct.
Okay, well then you're not getting any ID.
Okay.
What's the next step?
You'll probably get a citation for failure to provide driver's license.
Sergeant Gilmore, finally realizing how silly his actions were, decided to do this.
Can you call the dispatcher and give me this incident number? I'd like to document
You can stop at our
this.
police station and grab the incident number.
So you're not providing incident number?
I don't have an incident number until I go back and do the report. I can't just pull one out of thin air.
I applaud this man for being aware of his rights and refusing to be exploited.
I'm not gonna be surprised. I'm sorry. Sure. Hey, can I come in there? Hey, do you mind giving me incident number, please?
Yep.
That's all I wanted.
Last name's Clapp, badge number's 44.
Thank you, Clap.
Hey, have a good one.
I just want an incident number. Literally, that's all.
We don't
Because-
generate an incident number until it clears. All right.
Until it clears what? Like the call?
The radio system, yep. So
And you're about to clear it, I would assume?
you can get it tomorrow, okay?
Fortunately, not all police officers are naive, and he locates another one who has the common sense to provide him with the incident number he needs. If you're bad-mouthing the last cops, wait till you see how a journalist was pushed to the ground and handcuffed while covering a news conference.
Oh my God, you guys, this is bad. Stop.
February 8th, 2023, a journalist was broadcasting a news conference about a train derailment in Ohio. Two state highway patrol troopers and the Ohio National Guard's Major General John Harris asked Lambert to stop his live reporting, and that's when an argument started. Major Harris argued that Lambert was being loud and disruptive, but what right does he have to boss and threaten him around?
You were told to shut it down. You continue to go. Now. Go. Now. Or you can go to jail. Sir. You want to go to jail for criminal trespassing? Do you want to go to jail for criminal trespassing? Do you understand?
You know how quickly our lawyers will get me out?
I don't
We
care.
Sir, can we
I
talk?
don't care.
Just go outside.
Let's talk outside.
Go. Just talk outside.
Come
Out
outside.
the doors.
Out the doors.
Out the doors. By other media right now. I'm going to listen.
I don't
Because it's
care.
my
You're going to
job.
walk out the door.
I'm going to listen.
You're going to walk
Do
out
not
the door.
touch me.
Mine out, sir. You're going to walk out the door, or you're going to jail.
Do not touch me.
Sir, can we talk outside, please?
I am trying to
Talk
listen,
outside, please.
and he escalated with me. I am doing my job. This is covered by the First Amendment.
Excuse me, sir. I'm the building supervisor here. Please leave.
There you have it.
You're going to stand outside,
You also.
or you're going to jail.
Let's go. Let's
go.
Come on,
You're under arrest.
The journalist was in his right to do his job. He didn't do anything to warrant the treatment he got next.
Oh my God! You guys, this is bad. Stop.
I am on the ground. What are you trying to do? Okay,
Stop resisting! Stop this! Oh my God! Stop! You wouldn't get this. This is so bad.
Put your hands behind your back. Lay flat, please.
You guys, he's a national correspondent. You cannot do this.
I'm a reporter with News Nation. It's all being recorded right now.
I hope it is. This is
Excessive
horrible.
force, because you can't talk to people about doing their jobs.
Oh my God! I cannot believe this.
What's that?
This is horrible.
This is what it's like to be a black reporter in 2023.
Evan, I'm so sorry. Evan, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Sia.
Pull over, sir.
Lambert was thrown to the ground and handcuffed. Does a major have that much authority? Afterwards, the reporter's manager came to clarify his case.
Rudeness or disrespect or anything. We've been waiting for, we were up there, we had a live shot scheduled to report on it at 5:15. Okay. That's locked in stone. So, coincidence of all coincidence, the governor literally walks out at 5:15. It's the worst possible timing in the world, okay? But there's nothing that we can do about that. He's committed to doing his live shot. He's got people talking to him.
The reason why he is where he is, he was told to leave. He refused to leave.
Okay.
Then the building superintendent comes over and says, I don't want you here.
Okay.
He still refused to leave.
I didn't
So now
witness
he's arrested.
I didn't witness any of
That's
that.
his own fault he's arrested. All he had to do was pipe up.
I didn't.
And he just kept on arguing with
All
us.
I'm telling you is, from the television standpoint of
I understand what
it's
you're
just-
trying to do.
it's
I understand
television.
you guys have a
It's
job
just-
to do.
yeah.
But when he's told to leave
understand.
by law enforcement,
I can't speak to that.
That's an
But
issue.
what I thought I might just be able to give you some insight on
I understand.
If you look at it from the broadcaster's side, the reporter did nothing wrong. He was just following orders, and he knew he was following the Constitution as well. Governor DeWine did not know that the reporter was making this request, nor did he ask that the reporter cease his live broadcast, according to his office. We are unable to comment on the circumstances leading up to the reporter's arrest because the governor was not present when the broadcast concluded. All charges on the journalist were dropped after the news broke of his arrest. This last case had one arrogant major who got battered by the public's opinions, but this next one had a female cop that was beyond dumb.
That's not my problem.
But also, I'm doing my
You
job.
clearly do.
An angry female cop approached an unidentified person who was just strolling about Jacksonville.
Is there a reason I'm doing a job? Yeah, to make money.
Okay, people have just been calling, just thinking it's kind of weird.
It's journalism. I'm sorry.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, it's protected under the First Amendment, so.
I'm not saying you're not.
Sorry about that.
All right, but hold on. Hold on.
Am I being detained?
Yeah, right now.
For what? For which crime?
So I'm further investigating why you're walking around.
What crime? That's not a crime. Walking around isn't a crime. You have to articulate a crime before you can detain me. Supervisor. Yep. You can't detain just anyone. You have to articulate a crime. You're incorrect. Get your supervisor and let's find out.
He's probably the type to run from real challenges, opting instead to pick on innocent civilians over the most trivial matters.
But you are failure. You're not identifying yourself. You're refusing.
What crime have I committed?
So at the end of the day, if law
It's not the end. It's the beginning.
Listen to me for a sec. So if law enforcement requests your identification, right? Your name, your date of birth, your ID card, your driver's license number, you are obligated to give that to law enforcement.
No, you're not.
Okay.
Not unless you can articulate a crime.
So I can articulate that this
Walking
is
around is not suspicious. Isn't a crime.
Okay, but it is something we have to investigate.
It's not a crime, so I don't have to comply with anything. I don't have to help you in your investigation.
Okay. Well, I am asking you to identify yourself. You are refusing.
Haven't committed a crime.
That doesn't matter. You
It
still
does
have to
matter.
identify
No, I
yourself.
do not.
Hello, sir. How are
Name
you?
and badge number, please.
My name's Corporal Team Bureau. My officer number is 674.
Thank you.
Jackson Police Department.
Thank you.
You live around here?
I'm not answering any questions.
Okay.
You have a nice day then, okay?
Thank you. Am I free to go?
Yeah, you've been free to go this whole time.
She told me I've been detained.
Oh, okay.
Twice now. So I'm detained?
Well, you want a supervisor?
Am I detained?
I'm trying to identify you.
That's not happening. Am I detained?
Well, at the end of the day, I'm trying to identify
That's not my problem. I don't have to further your investigation for you. That's your job.
Knowing fully well that she could not lawfully hold him, she attempted to sidestep the subject at hand. In the meantime, another officer, maybe sensing the absurdity of the situation, signaled to our buddy that he might go.
Apparently you have no idea how it works. You can't walk up to a citizen not committing a crime and demand ID. That's not how this works.
Okay. So you know the law more than
I do, actually. It turns out that I do. You see, I'm a journalist.
Well, how is that obvious?
I'm gathering content for a story. Who else does that? Do mechanics do that? Excuse me?
I said everybody with a cell phone isn't a journalist.
If they choose to be, they are. It's in the Constitution.
Okay. Cell phones make you a journalist?
If that's what you choose to do, yeah.
Okay.
This arrogant cop thought he was being clever, but anybody may videotape on public land without facing legal repercussions because of the First Amendment. This friend of ours maintains his position and strikes their ego really hard. These police officers' ignorance of the rules they're tasked with enforcing is quite disgraceful.
We're not in court, sir.
We can be very easily.
I would like to avoid that.
I would rather not, because this is going to keep happening until you guys are taught a lesson.
What's that, sir?
That you can't bully people into giving ID when you don't suspect a crime.
Sir, nobody is trying to bully you into anything.
She just told me she could take me to jail if I don't give her my ID.
What she's trying to make sure you understand is when law enforcement are investigating something.
They can investigate whatever you want. You have to suspect me of a crime.
Is this where our taxes go these days? Truly despicable.
Right now you're detained.
Okay. For what crime do you suspect me of?
Because she's following up on investigation.
What crime do you suspect me of?
Suspicious activity.
It's not. So suspicion is a crime.
Are you going to give her your name and information?
No.
Turn off the James Brown.
Okay.
This man here was wrongfully detained, arrested, and later charged with resisting a public safety officer and obstructing an investigation. And now an innocent guy who was simply out on a walk has to deal with a criminal record for the rest of his life. If you thought cops behave like the street, you'd be surprised to know that you'll find them at the police stations too.
Yeah, sir, I have paperwork to turn in. Don't walk away from me.
Don't you tell me what to do.
Sir, you're a public servant. I'm telling you.
This auditor filed a complaint about their heedless activities at the Maryland Capitol Police Headquarters in Annapolis. This is an authorized and legitimate activity. However, he is taken aback by what he discovers as soon as he enters the building.
Yep. So I was here a couple weeks ago, and I turned this in, and it wasn't,
Hold on. Let me get a police officer for you.
Okay.
Have a seat right there. What's your name?
I'd rather not give that.
Well, the name is on your complaint, right?
No, it's not.
You'd rather not give your name for the officer to come out here and address you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I checked, so there's no sergeant around.
Okay. So what's that supposed to mean? I'm not allowed to turn in my complaint now?
It's not that you're not allowed to turn in your complaint. There's no one to accept it from you.
Okay, well, we're during business hours on a Tuesday afternoon, ma'am.
Well, this is session. Maryland General Assembly is in session right now.
Right down the street.
A lot of the officers are out on patrol.
Okay, well, we're
rally,
gonna have to call one over here to do their job, ma'am. You
don't talk to me like that. I'm not a police officer.
Okay.
I'm trying to assist you.
I'm not talking to you like anything. I'm just saying you're gonna have to call a police officer down here. You can't deny me of public services,
I'm not
ma'am.
denying you anything.
Well, you're telling me there's no sergeant to come down here and do the job. I'll sit over here and ring the doorbell then. How about that? So what you're saying is there is a sergeant here. Oh yeah. Let's explain a big lie before you come out here, because you just told me there's no sergeant here. So how are you speaking to a sergeant? How are you speaking to a sergeant then, ma'am? How are you speaking to a sergeant if there's not one here? You want to answer that question? How are you speaking to a sergeant if there's not a sergeant here?
Hi, sir.
Hi, who are you, ma'am?
I'm Sergeant Alexander.
Sergeant Alexander, can you tell me why this lady just lied to me and said there's no sergeant here in the building?
What is it that you need?
Can you tell me, the first thing I need is you to tell me why she just lied to me and told me there's no sergeant in the building.
Okay, well, I said that could handle your issues.
No, you said there's no sergeant here.
I said that could handle your
Ma'am, it's all on videotape. If you want to sit down and go over it, we can sit down and go over it, and you can see where you're wrong.
The receptionist immediately puts up unwarranted opposition to the auditor. She doesn't even know who he is or what he wants, yet she still behaves so badly. It begs the question of how awful the rest of her squad is.
And regardless, it's during business hours on a business day. There has to be somebody to accept this.
Can I help you?
So then why did she say he wasn't here? Why did she say he wasn't here then? What is the issue? I'm trying to turn in paperwork. I don't know why the lady that came out there who was originally going to help me came out and said, oh, there's no sergeant here to help you, so, and just shook her, so.
Okay.
So what is that supposed to mean? Well, I'm just saying they're all on legislation, so.
We were.
Okay, so what is that? You got down here pretty quick, didn't you?
There's another door.
You got down here pretty quick for being in legislation, aren't you?
Do you have a problem?
You see how quick, I do have a problem. You see how quick you got down here when you thought that I was causing a disturbance or when someone cried to call you down here, but nobody could come down here to help me 2 seconds ago. Yeah, sir, I have paperwork to turn in. Don't walk away from me.
Don't you tell me what to do.
Sir, you're a public servant. I'm telling you.
No, you're not telling me.
I'm telling you.
Do you want to get arrested again?
Sir, I'm doing, sir, this is legal.
Give me the papers.
Yeah, it's going to be date, stamp, and a copy to return to me.
I have a date stamp.
Well, that's how it's done, sir. That's the official way it's done. You can't change protocol. You can't change protocol just because you don't want to deal with me, sir.
I do want to deal with you.
Okay, then please, I need these stamped, copied, and returned to me. I need a date stamp. You guys have that.
Where?
Back in the office, sir.
We're the only one.
Every police station has that.
Can I see what you're talking about?
No, you can get a date thing and you can come out here and then you can stamp my paperwork.
One of two ways. You either cooperate
Well,
with
no,
me.
sir, there's only one way this is handled.
You're either going to cooperate with me.
Sir, there's a
or you're
legal
gonna walk away.
Sir, there's a legal way of doing this. Okay, so then why is it that I'm asking them to simply stamp it, sir? I'm asking them to
stamp it as received.
At last, an officer recognizes the existence of a received stamp. I'm not sure why, but this person is able to recognize it and take care of it for him.
Ma'am, I'm doing legal business.
Come with me.
I was told by the commissioner that I could do this. This is legal business. I have legal business. No, ma'am, this is legal business. I'm in a public lobby.
I'm going to be here and I'm going to help you.
Okay.
Outside because you're disturbing.
I'm not disturbing anything, ma'am.
You're disturbing.
No, I'm not, ma'am. I'm asking them to do their job. They're disturbing it by refusing me services, ma'am.
What do you need?
I need these stamped and returned to me.
Simply see how she is pushing the cops aside to make room for herself. She is obviously angry that she has to help this person and deal with him. She's totally engulfed in corruption.
I need these done properly. I'm not interfering with the flow of business. They're refusing to do it.
Hey, I want 2 sergeants here and a lieutenant. That's it. Everyone else can go.
What's up, Barnes? How you doing, buddy?
How you doing, man?
Good, man. How you doing? Good. I'm hanging in there, buddy. I'm hanging in there. I'm trying to fill out complaints for what happened that day, but they're being ignorant about it. And so why is it they can't come down here pretty quick to try and help me? Because you came in here huffing and puffing, sir. You threatened 3 times. You threatened 3 times to arrest me. You said you can leave or you're going to be arrested. So that's how I thought you were going to arrest me because you said it, sir. It came out of your mouth. That's why I thought that.
Thank you. You might want to look at your camera.
I have it.
You might want to look at that.
You might want to look at it.
All right, that's enough.
Get him out of here.
Go on.
Get him out of here.
I'm waiting for my paperwork, sir.
Go outside with
No, sir. This is a public lobby.
Michael Wilson, the head of police, arrives on the scene. Watch how naive he is about the auditor while he conducts a legitimate audit. He just can't seem to get that it's permissible to file a complaint against a public official.
Business, sir.
You have been told 3 times not to
And
come.
I'm waiting
Listen,
for
look at me.
And I've been told by the commissioner that if I have legal business, I can come in this office, sir.
You have been told 3 times not to trespass
I'm not
into this
trespassing.
building
I'm doing
because
legal
you create
business.
a problem when
I'm
you're
doing
here.
legal business,
Now
sir.
I'm telling you to leave the building.
I'm doing legal business,
If you don't
sir.
leave the building, you're going to get arrested
I'm doing legal
and
business,
again,
sir.
and again.
I'm doing
you're
legal
not
business,
to come back
sir.
here.
I'm doing
It's
legal
not
business,
legal
sir.
business.
It is, sir.
Get out or get locked up.
I have a right.
Lock him up.
Sir, I have a right to file
You're under
grievances.
arrest for trespassing.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you
Rebecca, can you just please give me my paperwork so I can leave?
It's too late for that.
Sir, Rebecca, what is going on out here?
You're under arrest for trespassing.
I'm not, sir. I'm doing legal business.
You've been told to
I'm waiting for my paperwork so I can leave. Ma'am, please, that's all I'm waiting for so I can leave. Sir, I'm going to come back here. This is I have a right to file these complaints, sir. Yeah, my cell phone. No. My keys, my cell phone, my wallet. I don't understand why I'm being arrested. I literally, okay. Sir, I was told that if I had legal business, sir, I have a legal right to be here if I'm filing a grievance, sir. I'm filing a grievance, sir. Sir, I'm filing a grievance. I'm allowed here. Sir, this is a violation of 18 Code US 242. It's a deprivation of public services. I have a right to file grievances with my government, sir. I was told by the commissioner when he arrested me unlawfully out here last time and lied upon me, and I was taking the commissioner. I asked them, well, how is it that I can come back here to do this because I need? And they said you are allowed back there if you have legal and lawful business. They told me that filing this complaint is legal and lawful business. So how is it that I'm being trespassed, or how is it I'm being arrested for trespassing if I have a complaint that I filled out and filed?
Your initial time that you came in, you were trying to get an investigation started.
I was trying to find out why my tags have been taken off my car.
I got you.
And that's when I was arrested down here.
Is this the second time you've filled out this paperwork? Who'd you fill it out on the first time?
You can see both of them right there. No, not the same thing. No, they're for different incidents, different days, different incidents.
I got you.
I filled out different incident forms for different days.
So
I didn't want to put 5 incidents on one thing, you know what I mean? So that's why, yeah.
So the first one was for the tags and all that.
And if you thought the last cops were aggressive, wait till you see this next one who just wanted to attack innocent civilians.
I am in the city of Waterbury, Connecticut, and we're going to perform a First Amendment audit on the Waterbury police station. See if they respect our right to film. It's funny if they're not going to be happy with us filming, because they're sure as hell filming us. So, officer coming out right there. That's pretty good, no issue so far.
As we can observe, he's peacefully filming on public property and not harming or interfering with anyone's business. But of course, the corrupt cops always feel threatened.
What are you taping?
Just getting footage.
Oh, it's like just of the building? Or
Yeah.
Any specific reason?
Just getting content for a story.
What kind of story?
Well, it's not published yet, so I'm not going to divulge what it is. What's your name and badge number?
Sergeant Frank Leon.
Thank you. What's your badge number?
738.
Thank you.
You got ID on you?
No.
Yeah.
We need ID.
We need ID.
For a First Amendment protected activity?
Well, it's actually a security issue.
Security issue?
Yeah, you're videotaping the police station.
I'm a journalist getting content for a story.
Which is fine. So you have no problem then giving us
Why would I have to give you my ID for performing a legal activity?
How do we know it's legal?
I'm on a public sidewalk.
How do we know you're not planning on blowing up the building? Shooting up
I
the
mean, I
building?
have no ill will, if that's what you're asking.
What's always a shock is how little these cops often know about their own statute of laws, leaving it on the citizens to school them about First Amendment activities.
That's the beauty of the Constitution. You don't need to know that, right? I'm filming in a public...
Okay, and we're legally asking you for your ID.
And that's a lawful order?
That is a lawful
Are you
order.
sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Okay, well, I'm not going to provide my ID.
Okay.
There's no reason I haven't performed any illegal act. I'm on a public sidewalk, as you can see.
Yes, filming the police department.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be secure. We don't want people coming here and
This is
shooting
a
the place
public
up.
building.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that and there is very public.
It's
a
a
secure
pub-
building. It's not a public.
We own this building.
It's not a public building.
This is not a public building?
You can't go in and walk around. You can
In the
go
lobby?
front desk.
In the lobby?
Yeah, in the lobby.
Yeah.
You're allowed in the
This is a
lobby.
public building. I'm filming from the outside on a public space.
You're not allowed to videotape the police station.
You most certainly can. You sure about that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I am.
You're sure about that as well?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to provide my ID. I haven't performed any illegal activity. Can you articulate a crime I've committed, or?
Reasonable suspicion.
Of what crime?
I don't know if you're about to blow up the building, if you're setting
Well, can you articulate a crime I've committed?
You're videotaping secure areas of the police.
That's not a crime. So I'm going to need you to let me know what crime I've committed.
Reasonable suspicion. You do not have to commit a crime.
Okay, am I being detained right now, or am I free to go?
Yes, you're
Okay, under what suspicion of what crime?
Reasonable suspicion. I don't know.
Are you
why
sure
you're
about
out here.
this?
I'm positive.
Okay.
So this is gonna go one of-
I would ask for a supervisor to come out at this point because. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
provide identification or not.
I'm not providing any identification. I've done
We're
nothing
behind
wrong.
your back, you're being detained.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna hold the camera.
Just like that, for simply inquiring about the specific law that he was breaking, he straightaway gets detained for reasons that are wholly unconstitutional, since the auditor wasn't getting in any officer's way. What's interesting is that today, these cops would still defend their actions. There is no law that prohibits you from filming a police department. It only alters into a crime when you're impeding or getting in the way of officers going about their duties. This makes the officers guilty for falsely charging the auditor with interfering with an officer. Connecticut Statute 53-167A. These so-called cops are meant to be fully aware of the law. Just like the last case, take a look at how little this next cop knows about the Constitution.
You're threatening to take me to jail. And so I shouldn't be getting upset?
I don't call it a threat, sir.
No, it's a threat. That is a threat.
This is Texas police officer Scott Harrell, who, on April 19th, approached Christopher Schull at a gas pump, accusing him of speeding through the parking lot at Buc-ee's in Texas City.
I don't think I did anything wrong. I just came over to get gas.
You were speeding and you cut through parking spaces. You know you can't do that.
It's just going to be confirmed on Robert.
I didn't think I was doing anything, man.
You
all
walked
I
around.
was coming to get gas.
Yep. Oh, are we gonna go back and forth, or are you just gonna?
You asked me the question. You want me to answer it or not? I'm not.
Okay.
Christopher's calm demeanor and compliant attitude was not enough for Officer Harrell, who clearly wanted this interaction to escalate.
If anything, I thought I was going even slower than normal.
No, sir.
Normally, people don't even park where you park, and that's the direct path to the gas pumps.
Through the parking spaces is the direct.
I do realize that. I know that there's parking spaces there.
And you almost hit that car that was turning right there. I was watching, man. As soon as you cut in front of me like that, I was like looking and I watched it happen. So
I come here every day. There's almost never, ever anybody. You were sitting there this morning. Now, last week for about 3 days, someone was parking there. But if I come here 365 days a year, which I do, there's someone sitting there maybe 10 times. So there's never, ever a car there. So yeah, I go through there because it's the straight path from the entryway to here, which is what you're going to see everybody else do it.
Christopher knew the area like the back of his hand. He was a local, so there was really no need for him to speed or take a route that would land him in trouble with the cops.
I come here every day, dude. I send pictures of my wife the price of the gas here every day when I come through.
Okay, look.
So anyway.
Here's the deal, man. I'm not going to go back and forth and all that. I'm not going to write you tickets, but the only reason I'm not writing you tickets is because I'm out of tickets right now. Okay, otherwise you would be receiving a citation.
For what? What did the citation? I'm just curious.
Disregarding traffic control device.
Said he'd already handed out all his tickets for the day to anyone he could find, whether they deserved it or not.
Nobody likes it, okay? But you know you did wrong. You know you're not supposed to cut through the parking lot. And instead of being like, oh yeah, I messed up, sorry, it won't happen again, you want to sit here and go back and forth with me. Right?
There's a lot better things than this to be doing for you.
The cop was totally over the top, expecting the driver to admit fault and apologize when he could have just been cool about it. Like Christopher pointed out, instead of wasting time arguing, he could have been out catching real criminals. What the cop said next makes you wonder if freedom of speech is only for the big shots.
You're right, I was working on a report.
You can be over here, there's people right now running 90 miles an hour on the thing.
You want to go to jail?
So,
you want to go to jail? You could go to jail for this.
You can do what you want to do. I can't stop.
I don't want to take you to jail.
No.
That is definitely a waste of my time. Okay, but the attitude is not necessary.
I agree.
And props to Christopher for standing his ground against that cop who was threatening him with jail over basically nothing. It takes guts to stand up to that kind of intimidation.
I have a camera on. I can't be rude to you.
Okay. All right.
I will get in trouble. You go file a complaint. Based on my behavior, they will decide whether or not to get me in trouble. Write me up.
I'm not worried about that. We're good, man.
Okay. All right, well, I'll make sure that I'm there all the time. If I see it happen again, then...
Okay.
Just as he was about to depart, Christopher gets pulled back in yet another game of cat and mouse this officer seemed to be playing.
Anything here on this parking lot like that?
I could also take you to jail for Class B reckless driving. Or Class A reckless driving. Because you did almost hit that car.
I didn't almost hit anybody. I was nowhere near. There's cameras everywhere. You can do what you want to do, Harold. I can't stop you. If you want to be this way, then that's up to you. I'm trying to be reasonable.
Officer Harrell's statement that he could take Christopher to jail for reckless driving seems excessive. His role is to enforce the law, not to arbitrarily threaten citizens with arrest based on assumptions.
You're the only one who's getting upset.
I'm upset because I think this is ridiculous. I think this whole thing is ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous.
What do you specifically think is ridiculous?
That we're even talking about nothing happened. And here we are talking, and you're threatening to take me to jail.
No,
and so I shouldn't be getting upset?
I don't call it a threat, sir.
No, it's a threat. That is a threat.
Christopher's frustration is relatable. Threats of arrest can rile anyone up, especially when they feel unjustified. Christopher was not buying the cops' threats, calling them out for what they were.
You're threatening me under color of law now to take something on private property, which I don't believe you even have the authority to do.
It's a dictionary term, sir.
Okay.
It comes from black laws.
No, it's not. It's a Class A misdemeanor for you to threaten to arrest me over something that you know is not really true. But that's okay.
What's the penal code on that, sir?
Trust me. That's okay.
Trust you.
Okay.
We're
good.
Trust you.
We're good.
I don't feel like we are. I feel like this is a problem.
How is it a problem?
I feel like you're going to continue to commit these behaviors that are unsafe and put people at risk.
The cops trying to pin something on Christopher for what he might do in the future is just ridiculous. Imagine if we started arresting folks for things they haven't even done yet. That's just not right, plain and simple.
So
you don't feel like you did anything
for
wrong.
Something that's possible they may do in the future. So now we're playing Jean-Claude Van Damme future cop, and you need to stop me from something I may do in the future. That's now your position. You're feeling like you should take action because maybe sometime in the future I might possibly continue to do something. Come on.
That excuse the cop gave for harassing someone was pretty lame, but what happened next really showed how powerless Officer Harrell was.
17 Wayside Drive, 2 males. One's going to be tall with a gray shirt and a white undershirt with camo pants, black hat. And the other male's going to be a little bit shorter with a black shirt, black loose fitting pants. Just kicked in the front door.
We'll do this a different way then.
I have an injury on my left arm.
Would you like 2 sets of handcuffs?
No, my head hurts.
Okay, we can do 2
There's a big
sets of
scar
handcuffs.
right there, guy.
I know, we can do 2 sets of handcuffs.
Not
Well, sir, I'm concerned that you're going to continue to do this unsafe behavior. So,
even after successfully detaining Christopher, Officer Harrell's insecure ego made him play out this little good cop routine.
okay, but I mean, you wanted to sit here and argue with me about what I observed with my own eyes. Okay, I'll go get a copy of the video.
I didn't think we were close, Harold, at all. I didn't
Not
think I was
me.
supposed
You
to
didn't
hit.
hit. Almost
you're
me.
talking
You
about the
hit
white
another
truck.
vehicle. Yes, you even know what truck I was talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I didn't think we were close, sir. I really didn't.
no, you were very close. They had to slam on their brakes. I watched it happen. Okay, you came flying through the parking lot.
Harold just wouldn't let up on this poor guy, pushing his own twisted version of events. However, at the moment, Christopher was more worried about towing his car, to which Officer Harold has the most ironic answer.
I don't want to tow it because that'd be being a real. I'm trying not to be. Okay, what would you like me to do with the car, sir? I'm gonna ask one more time, and then I'm gonna have to have it towed.
Can we back this down, dude? Can we cool off here, please? I'm sorry. I will.
You have forced my hand at this point.
I will.
Because if I don't go and see this through to its conclusion, I know you're going to go to the police department and file a complaint on me.
It looks like the real reason he detained Christopher was to stop him from going and filing a report. It's these cops and their egos that end up exposing their own corrupt careers.
Complaint's not going to do anything because I have it all on video. Everything is recorded. I don't talk to anyone in the public unless I have my camera on. Okay?
I'm not gonna go complain to Harold at all. I'm just a little upset because I really, honestly,
sir, I watched it happen. I was working on a report. I definitely have better things to do.
I didn't think that I did anything, Harold. I didn't think I did anything.
Well,
and
a
it was
lot
very
of people
frustrating.
don't think that. But I explained it to you, and then you wanted to argue with me.
Because I didn't think I did anything, Harold.
I know I look young. This is not my first day on the job, sir. I promise.
It's nothing to do with any of that. I didn't think I did anything.
You almost hit that white truck.
And that proves Christopher's point all in all. Under the law, arguing with a police officer can only lead to arrest in cases where the officer interprets the behavior as disorderly conduct, obstruction of justice, or resisting arrest.
It's gonna be on the cameras. I'm gonna get copies of it.
I didn't think I did anything. It was frustrating for me to try to explain to you that I didn't think that I did anything and you're not hearing me.
I hear you, sir. I disagree with you.
It's just like a classic Midwestern shoot-off where it's basically one man's word over another man's word. He thinks he's not being a just for not giving him a reckless driving charge, even though he's put him in this world of trouble and ruined his day.
Hey, I need you to come over here and get somebody to come pick up my car over here.
I was sitting right there, and he came through the parking lot and cut through all the spaces. And he came through so fast and whooped into here, and there was a white truck. The white truck had to slam on its brakes. So I come over here. I was just going to be like, hey, man, chill out. Like, chill out. Don't be like that. But he wanted to go back and forth and argue with me and give me all kinds of stuff. And, like,
Just gotta love how these corrupt cops overhype and exaggerate the stories of innocent civilians just so they can cover up their misdemeanors.
I'm gonna do this a different way. So the other officer has a ticket book he's gonna let me use. You're gonna be receiving a citation, okay? And because I think going to jail is a bit excessive. But, well, I agree with you, but I didn't have another option. I don't have another ticket book, and I don't have a ticket writer with me, so we're gonna do it that way, okay? Step out for me. Take your stuff off. Take your time.
Tighten up. Oh my God. Dude, listen to that. It presses that scar, man, it hurts.
I guess after Harold thought a bit about it, he realized that it would be much simpler for him to get out of the mess he's made if he doesn't take Christopher to jail.
Yeah, I'm going right there. 40, can you pull me case number?
It seems that even Christopher has realized by this point that the cop is a tool who doesn't understand the law. Thus, he's just decided to shut his pie hole and comply for now.
Sign right here, it's not admission of guilt.
Repeat your last.
Mr. Scholl is no longer in custody. It's not an admission of guilt, it's just a promise you'll contact the court on or before the date and time that's written on here. You can contact the court at the bottom here, the information's there, and also up there. Free to go, sir. Thank you, sir.
Following the unlawful detainment of Christopher and the video going viral, an internal investigation was launched in May, and soon the Texas City Police Chief penned a letter to the community announcing Harrell's termination. Unfortunately, the efforts of decent cops often get overshadowed by the actions of corrupt cops. In situations like the one, it raises questions about accountability and the need for stricter consequences for those in power. If you thought that the cop got himself into real trouble in the last case, wait till you check out how this next cop untangles himself.
Are you gonna arrest me?
You're gonna get arrested, I'm telling you right now.
I've already dealt with your sergeant.
You already know that.
I've already dealt with your sergeant.
I'm giving you fair warning. You keep following us, you're
I'm
gonna get
allowed
arrested.
to follow. Now you're following
You understand?
On April 27, 2018, Officer Bonkowski of the Justice PD was performing a shakedown frisk of a citizen with a gun. This was unwarranted, and we still don't know if they had reasonable suspicion on him.
Where are you guys coming from?
What did I do, sir?
Coming from the train tracks?
What did I do, sir?
Huh?
What did I do?
However, the citizen obviously feeling threatened makes a run for it. Ultimately, Bonkowski loses the suspect and is frustrated since he had hands on the suspect. By this point, another resident of the neighborhood, Sue Cheetown, noticed the commotion of officers and decided to film and question them. This was since she was worried as her neighborhood didn't receive much police traffic.
You need help?
Where's Ironwood at?
Ironwood. Very first street. You should get in your car because it's all the way at the end.
My car's way down there.
It's right there. Sure hope they're not checking people for drugs.
What's up, Sue?
What's up, G?
Where are you thinking everything I know?
Sue, worried and concerned, is just trying whatever little she can to try and aid the officers locate their suspect.
Ironwood's the next street over.
Why are you recording me?
Why not? You're in my park with no jurisdiction. So I'm just curious to know. You don't have any jurisdiction in here. What's going on? Where's the lights and sirens?
What is going on?
Boom, bitches. Doing nothing.
It's blatantly obvious that she had no ill intention, nor was getting in the cops' way at all. She was just a concerned member of the neighborhood looking for some accountability.
Hey, Hell no. I live around here. Can I help you? You guys looking for somebody? Maybe I saw somebody. Dude, what are you gonna arrest me for? Being held accountable for you, bro.
But obviously, even these so-called defenders of the law feel threatened and annoyed, telling her to go away even though she lives there, always looking to stomp on citizens' rights just to feed their egos.
That's right.
Back up, you understand? You're gonna get arrested, you understand?
For what?
Get going.
For what?
Get going now.
Why are you gonna arrest me?
You're gonna get arrested, I'm telling you right now.
I've already dealt with your sergeant.
You already know that.
I've already dealt with your
I'm
sergeant.
giving you
Thank
fair warning. You keep following us, you're
I'm
gonna
allowed
get arrested.
to follow. Now you're following
You understand? Something serious. I'm telling you, you're gonna get arrested.
For what?
Fucking hands behind your back now.
For what?
Back.
Back that way.
These corrupt cops really don't realize how badly they're ruining their careers by blatantly arresting an innocent citizen for practicing her First Amendment right and filming in her own streets.
Got a camera back creeping up, so she approached me. I'm trying to keep running this way, and she's following me. Keeps following me. I told her, you're gonna get arrested, go back in your house. Okay. Keeps following me, so I stop her and detain her.
You have any idea what we were doing?
I know. I told her it's a fucking serious crime going on, and she keeps following me.
Say anything about a serious
we don't
crime.
have to tell you anything.
No, you
Do
don't.
understand?
Let me know that. You say gun.
I
You did not. Body cam it. No, you didn't. You didn't tell me nothing.
Everything's
I will
recorded.
be
I'm not
FOIA
worried about
requesting
it.
all of
Okay.
that, yes.
Evidently, Sue is right for a fact that Bonkowski most certainly had not warned or informed her about any man with a gun.
Obstructing identification and obstructing.
But you can't. I haven't committed a crime.
Just like that, these cops think that they can slap anyone with an obstruction charge, and that would justify their outrageous misuse of power.
Step out. So the same description that witness gave us when I walked through here to go back behind the tracks. 3 subjects come there. Stop the guy, the male black with the red and black hoodie. Stop him, start searching him. Like this. Grabs down here right away. What are you searching me for? What are you searching me for? So I grab him and he fucking pulls down. Fucking takes off running, dude. I think he had a 32. I didn't actually.
This conversation reveals that Bonkowski wasn't even sure if the supposed suspect even possessed a gun.
What am I being arrested for again?
Give us your name, we'll tell you. How's that for starters?
But have I committed a crime?
Well, you got handcuffs on you. Let me ask you a question for you. Obviously, you're a street attorney. You know more than we do, right?
I'm just trying to insert my rights. That's all.
You know, then one of the
I mean, I don't want to be violated, you know?
When you're told to stop,
I did.
Dangerous subject.
I went back.
Yeah, Jess, I'll call over there and give you one. Fucking find it out.
Poor Sue's wrists were bruised by how tight these cuffs were, but even during this, she shyly asks once more what it is, even though she is being detained and arrested for. As we all saw, she was out of officers' way.
Patting him down, he like grabbed right here and he's like, you know, what are you searching me for? What are you searching me for? And then finally, like, I grabbed him more and like he just fucking grabbed for it, man, and fucking took off running. And the whole time he's holding it right here, yeah. I mean, so I gave chase. I mean, he's fucking going obviously 10 times faster.
Yeah, where'd you?
Right to
You made it to that trailer?
Yeah, and I didn't know which way he went. I just kept going that way. I asked all the residents outside if they'd seen him run by. They didn't, so I don't know. Maybe he went that way.
Yeah,
but
we
then
don't
these
know.
guys,
That's
but I think my other guys said that they seen him back on the tracks and then running south back into the park. So I don't know.
All right, it's hard.
Minor detail, in Bonkowski's story before the suspect just made a run for it, but this time he recounts it, the suspect even made a grab for his gun too. Seems like lying is second nature to this cop.
Where's the street at?
care less if she's fucking recording us, dude, but she was creeping up on you for one, and then, yeah, I told her what the hell was going on, and she just keeps following me.
Way away from him. 30 feet, like I ran through my own yard. I know my rights, I'm following you, but I'm not going to fuck with you right now. Right. That's not what he said. He didn't say anything. He didn't say don't drive nothing.
I don't have to tell you anything. I don't have to tell you anything.
Not you, him.
A male black pants, red jacket. That's what we had.
Yeah, he's got a red and black,
Obstruction. Yeah, she's lucky.
The cops have to resort to even more lying. Bonkowski, who obviously had a problem with her filming, now decides all of a sudden that he couldn't care less if she films.
She. That's someone else.
Oh, that's somebody else?
Yeah, that's someone else.
That's a difference?
I gotta talk, yeah. That's someone else I gotta talk to you about. So, I know you're off during that.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff.
I know you're off during that time frame, but yeah, I got her information.
Is she already the other one, or I don't know, the same one? I don't know.
It's not the same one.
Yeah, she already recorded me twice on traffic stops.
Yeah. So there's another one.
So it's a different one?
Yeah.
They're all over the fucking place, huh? But I can care less, dude. But I'm running back this way,
right?
And I see her running, and she like fucking creeps on the side of the trailer like this. And then obviously I keep walking, and she. Oh man, fair warning, dude. The fuck out of here. We're fucking.
And she got right in her face. She got right in her face with the phone too. Yeah.
Now, in this version of Bonkowski's story, Sue apparently crept up behind him and got in his face. Reminds me of the time he got in her face.
You're going now! Why are you gonna arrest me?
You're gonna get arrested, I'm telling you right now!
I've already dealt with your sergeant.
You already know that.
I've already dealt with your
I'm
sergeant.
giving you fair warning. You keep following us, you're
I'm
gonna get
allowed to
arrested.
follow. Now you're following
You understand?
me.
She was just, what did she do exactly? No, I have no idea.
When you guys said she started running southbound, I was over there, so I started running this way, and when I was out of breath, so I start walking. Well, I see her start creeping up behind Bella, right through here, and she like hides behind the trailer like this, and she's got the phone out, obviously. So then Bella walks through here, she just following them, and I told her numerous times, back the fuck up, we're doing something serious, and she just kept following me, and I don't know who the hell she was. I don't know if she got a weapon or anything. I mean, get the fuck out of here.
But totality of what's going on, you know?
I mean, I knew she didn't have anything to do with it, but I don't know who the hell she is.
Hey, you don't know.
I mean, she wasn't with the two other subjects, weren't her.
Well, we don't need somebody following us around.
Exactly.
Bonkowski keeps adding elements to the same story. This time, even though he claims to have known that she didn't have anything else on her, aside from her camera, he still felt threatened. Sometimes these cops make little to no sense. How can you be afraid of someone potentially having a weapon, while also knowing she had no link to the previous suspect and was unarmed?
Even though I knew she wasn't with them, I don't know who exactly. I don't know who she is.
We'll see if they're going to take her. They're probably going to take her.
I have her phone in my passenger seat. Want to get that?
Hold on. What do you do? What's that? You work at 45? No, I'm 1575. Oh, we're going to big money.
Ultimately, Sue had to charge a suit against these evil cops. However, it took her 2 years to even get to that point, since her charges of obstruction were only filed 13 months after the footage in these videos. This truly shows the depth at which these corrupt cops can go to try and protect their own. However, their efforts were ultimately pointless, as when Sue went to trial, the judge found her to be not guilty. These cops often get little to no clearance for their mental well-being and their ability to remain cool and calm, so they make the best judgments, which Bonkowski had very little of. But what happens when citizens actually answer back? Let's see these dumb female officers get a taste of their own medicine.
Can I get your name?
No, I'm not gonna give my name.
Okay.
In February 2024, an auditor by the name of Sean, who frequently posted on his channel Long Island Audit, visited the Patrick Space Force Base in Bard County, Florida to exercise his First Amendment right to film in public places. Upon arrival, he was greeted by an officer almost instantly.
How you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
What's got going on today?
Nothing much, just taking some pictures and videos of the base here.
Gotcha. I'm Staff Sergeant Drive with the 45th Security Forces Squadron. I just came to check up on you, see how it's going. That's it.
Okay.
Do you have any identification on you that I can check?
No, I'm not gonna provide you with any ID.
That's fine. Just let you know, if you cross that white line, if you have no identification to allow you access onto the installation, then we're gonna have to get you under trespassing. Okay?
I got you. All right, so that white line right over there.
That white line right there. Whatever you want to do right here.
But all this is public property, correct? Okay, great.
The sergeant was kind enough to inform Sean about the areas that were off limit. When asked for ID, Sean politely declined, which most officers don't reply kindly to. But this one had the decency to recognize the importance of Sean's First Amendment right as well. A perfect example of how trained personnel should operate.
Sergeant Andrade with security forces has come out and spoke with us. Of course, he's gonna ask for ID, but we're not gonna give it here. They have a right to be concerned, but I have a right to stay here and film for as long as I'd like. Also have the right not to give up my personal identification. That white line right there in front of us is right over here is where you formally enter the U.S. Space Force base and their property.
But soon enough, a vehicle pulled up with, you guessed it, cops, trying to poke their nose into civilian business.
Hi, how are you? Good. Investigator Erickson?
Yes, sir.
And your name, ma'am?
Investigator Beagle.
Exactly, Beagle? Beagle?
Yes.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you. We're just wondering why you're recording a military installation.
Yeah, no.
Something we can help you with?
No, you don't. I don't need help with anything. I'm just taking some public photography of the base, that's all.
Okay, so in order to do that, you have to go through the installation actually and go through public affairs and coordinate it with them.
Yeah.
Since they're the ones that do all the photography. You can't
But
actually
I don't want to go on the base and photograph.
No. We were told that you were recording what the gate is doing.
Yeah, I'm recording the gate, everything around the gate. That's correct. Okay. Yeah. So basically, I'm from my understanding, investigator, is that I'm just taking public photos from a public.
Okay. Is that
place.
your job? Do you work for a news company?
Yeah, I'm an independent journalist.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no ill intent, and like I said, I'm just filming what I can see from public. That's all.
And I understand, we have the cool Space Force sign and everybody.
Space Force. Yeah, pretty cool.
Unfortunately, I don't make the rules.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you just can't record the installation entry control.
Two female investigators pull up in an unmarked vehicle and begin questioning a citizen without offering any legitimate identification of who they are. Tell me you're illegally posing as federal agents without actually saying you're illegally posing as federal agents.
I understand that that's what you perceive to be the rules, but I know I'm not breaking any laws by doing this, because if I can see it from public, I can record it from public. So, that might be like an Air Force rule or Space Force rule, but
it's a federal government.
A federal government rule?
So this is a federal installation.
Yes, I understand that.
So
I get that.
We can't. You're allowed to stand here.
Uh-huh.
You can record that.
Yeah.
You cannot record that.
I just think I don't think we're gonna agree here.
We're not. We understand that. We're just telling you cannot do it.
Okay.
And that we would have to. I don't want to, but we would have to call local law enforcement out here to escort you away from the installation if you don't follow the procedures in regards to recording the installation.
Yeah. No.
That's why we're just coming to you and giving you the chance to just not.
Yeah. No. And I understand exactly why you guys are here, and I can understand that, but I have a right to be here. I have a right to film whatever I can see from public, and that's what I think, regardless of whatever. I don't know what rules you're speaking of, but that's what I know. So if you need to call local law enforcement or whatever you need to do, that's fine. You can.
What's worse is that they proceed to cite complete shit about what the law says regarding recording of a military base. Who the hell is responsible for training these people?
I really appreciate that.
Okay, and can I get your name?
No, I'm not gonna give my name.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Stand here and watch.
When Sean refuses to deny them any identification, one of them, still smiling, proceeds to go do something in their car, presumably calling actual officers to deal with Sean.
So how long you been an investigator? Long time? Doesn't look like it could be a long time. All right. U.S. government plates here on this Ford Fusion two investigators with the Air Force. Investigators here. I am breaking some sort of federal rule, was their word. A federal rule that says that you cannot record a military installation from public. I'm not exactly what rule these investigators are referring to, but they were nice enough, cordial enough, even though they're wrong.
Defeated, they eventually retired to the car and drove off. They obviously realized that Sean was educated enough to not fall for these underage tyrants with a little bit of authority. These female cops chose to leave Sean alone, but he wasn't really that lucky when he came across these really annoying cops in a library.
You guys here for me?
On February 18th, 2024, Sean was peacefully exercising his First Amendment rights when he was approached by 5 police officers who attempted to remove him from the building. So apparently, if you're filming inside a public library, the cops can be called on you.
Enforcement has arrived, even though I haven't spoken to anybody.
Did we talk to you yet?
No, I haven't spoken to anybody at the library yet. No.
Okay. Did anybody from the library talk to you?
No, nobody.
Okay.
Why, what's up?
So, as far as I believe, you need written permission to film inside the library from the director.
I need written permission from the director of the library.
I'll get that right.
Yeah, sure, no problem, thanks. Appreciate it.
No one has talked to this auditor about filming in the library, yet this is what happens.
So they called you, but they didn't speak to me? I don't understand. Why did they call you? Because...
the library has a policy about filming. We're going to get it for you right now.
Okay. So no one from the library. Hey, sir, how are you?
Good, how are you?
You mind if I get your name and badge number?
Kevin Shutrop, badge number's 82.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Slow day today?
What's that?
Slow day today?
Every day's different.
I just asked because, you know, 4 law enforcement officers for a man with a camera seems a little excessive, that's all. I'm not a threat. I'm not a threat to any of you guys. Or anyone.
And that's not all.
So we got the policy for you.
Hi, sir. How are you?
Sir, how are you?
Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Sure, Sergeant Noble.
Sergeant Noble.
51, yeah.
So this is the library's policy?
Yes, number 18.
So it says recording within the building without express permission of the library director, written permission from all of those being videotaped, photographed, and otherwise is prohibited.
It's enforcement.
Right. Do you enforce policies?
That's them here.
So why are you here if you're not enforcing the policy?
The director is enforcing the policy.
The director? And the director's name? Do you mind if I speak to the director?
She does not want to speak to you.
She doesn't want to speak to me?
No, sir.
So how do I know that she's... I don't know what... why can't I speak to her? She's a public servant.
I can't speak on her behalf.
Right. But you are, though, because you're bringing me a policy.
Correct.
Right. So that means you're speaking on her behalf.
Okay, if that's what you feel I'm doing.
Well, you are, sir. I mean, it's pretty obvious.
With you.
No, I don't want to dispute anything with you either, sir. It doesn't seem... You enforce the law. You're a law enforcement officer, Sergeant?
Yes, sir.
Happen to have a recording in my
hand.
hand.
It's against their policy.
Right, but their policy can't trump the United States Constitution and the First Amendment of freedom of press. I'm a journalist. I'm here conducting an investigation for a story and using the library for its intended purpose. I'm reading books. I'm looking at what they have here. How can you... That's like if they had a policy that said...
Are you filming other people without permission?
Well, it's funny that you say that because you're right below a camera. The library didn't ask me for permission to film me, sir. And do you know why they don't have to ask me for permission to film me? And why none of you who have body cameras on asked me for permission to film me today? Because you don't need the permission to film me because we're in public and there's no reasonable expectation of privacy in public, sir.
After being schooled by a civilian about the Constitution and the First Amendment, what happens next is even more surprising.
I just don't understand what is your purpose here to hand me a policy?
Because we got called of a suspicious person here, filming people, which is against their policy. So they would like you to leave.
A suspicious person? What about me is suspicious, sir?
That was filming people, walking around filming. That's what we got.
So by that standard, you're suspicious.
Why am I suspicious?
Because you're walking around filming people, sir.
No, we only film when we get to a call.
Right.
Per our policy.
Right, exactly. Per your policy, that's fine. And I have my own policies. I have a company, and my own policies say that I follow the United States Constitution, as you should, sir. You took an oath to uphold the United States Constitution.
The cops even pretend to help with the auditor's investigation, but still urge him to turn off the camera.
I'm trying to actually find the United States Constitution and some literature here to make sure that they carry it here. It's part of my investigation to make sure that they.
I will help you get that documentation.
Right. So I mean, but that's fine. But why? Right. That's yeah.
You are using it for your intended purpose.
Right.
Go find the Constitution.
That's fine.
Go right ahead.
Right. That's all. And the only thing is, I'm holding a camera. I'm not here just to film. I'm here to use it. I'm here to. Yeah.
Perfect.
No one's impeding your ability to film in here right now, so we're not taking the camera from you. We're not.
Right. Oh, I hope not. You don't seem like the type that would, but you know, I've been in situations where it's not been.
This is what the cops had to say about the library's policy.
It doesn't make any sense.
People you're working on or what they may have or sensitive stuff, and they don't want to film. I'm assuming that's why they have this policy.
Right. Well, sensitive stuff in what? This is a public area, sir. There's nothing sensitive.
Children come.
Right. I'm not in a. Listen, I could be in children's area, but I'm not in the children's areas. No, but I know in every library there's a children's section that's cordoned off for children. Never went into that section. And I like how libraries are structured that way. That way, children can stay where the children belong.
So clearly, listen.
Hey, sir, how are you? Mind if I was getting your badge number, sir?
Yeah, let me throw my camera on first.
Oh, sure.
I just walked in.
Yeah, no problem, sir. I just like to get everybody's name.
Sergeant Donald Wilson.
Sergeant Donald, thank you.
6'3".
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
There are 5 law enforcement officers here on a call about a suspicious man filming in public who is actually peacefully just exercising his right to the First Amendment. Funny how the media works, and people are quick to point fingers.
You're free to film in our police headquarters in the front lobby if you want. We're open 24 hours a day as well.
Oh, right. It's public, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
The other sergeant is late to the party, and the auditor explains his situation. And this is what he had to say about the whole situation.
The other sergeant over here showed me a policy that the library has. I haven't spoken to... first of all, while I was looking at books here and exercising my constitutional rights, no one came up to me and spoke to me and told me anything. It's when you guys came here, law enforcement, that I was... you guys told me that there was some sort of policy. They showed me the policy. And I understand that the policy exists. I've seen it with my own eyes. But again, my only response to that, Sergeant, would be that a policy can say anything. You're not policy enforcement. You're law enforcement. If the policy said that, white people couldn't come into the library or black people or...
The hyperbole is a bit much on that.
Well, I mean, it's the same. It's the same thing.
No,
because we have a right.
The policy. This policy is very specific in that they don't want you filming unless you have prior approval. It makes no mention to conflate the issue with race or religion or gender or any other issue. Will you give me your name and ID so I can?
My name is Sean, sir.
Sean, and am I going to be able to? I need more than that to look you up to. You are.
Right. No, I don't want to be. That's I think that's overkill because I'm not trying to do anything.
Is you coming in here and doing this? Right.
Exercising my rights.
We have things to do.
So go do them, sir.
But now we're just going to leave you in here, and you're going to walk around. Are you going to harass staff? Are you going to film children? You said you're here to read books.
Sir, was I harassing anybody? You said you're late to the party. What was I doing when you walked in?
I said.
Was I harassing anyone?
Are you going to harass somebody?
Was I harassing anyone, sir?
No, you were walking around filming.
Okay. Was I looking at books?
I don't know.
Okay. Was I wasn't harassing anybody. So again, you're trying to make it seem that something that it's not. I'm not harassing anybody. I don't want to harass anybody.
Never said you were.
Okay, but you're trying to infer that that's if you leave, what are you going to do?
You're inferring that what I was inferring is wrong. I was asking you a question. I said, are you going to harass anybody?
While the sergeant kept getting angrier, a new member joined the party.
We're good, sir. We don't need that.
So,
the Constitution explained.
So that is their stance on it. So that's why.
Yeah, that's why you called.
Yeah,
right.
It is our policy.
Well, he's not willing to leave, so. To be clear, you're not willing to leave, sir?
Oh no, not unless you're threatening to arrest me. Okay, so no. I want to use the library like anybody else.
The library director doesn't even respond to the auditor.
Ma'am, are you the library director?
I'm talking right now. Just 1 second.
Oh, excuse me. Are you the library director, ma'am?
When last time he was agreeing to leave. So, this guy's alright. So we'll just pay this for a little bit.
Okay.
Just go from there.
Thank you.
You with that?
I'm good with that. Thank you.
Ma'am, are you the library director? Okay. Have a nice day, ma'am. Take care.
Now, the sergeant just starts to get petty.
So there's not a lot of crime here in Franklin Lake, sir?
You can look that up.
Oh, I was just asking you.
Use the internet access here to look it up.
Right. I know. I was just asking you. See, now you're just being confrontational at this
No,
point.
no. Libraries are a place of resource, piece of knowledge.
Right.
You have access to the internet, you can look it up.
Right,
I
I
will.
will.
Your definition of what a lot of crime is going to be comparatively different to what my definition of a lot of crime is.
Okay.
So I don't
You're
want
right.
to give you wrong information. I want to give you false info.
Right. Gotcha. All right. Thanks, Sergeant. Yep.
After realizing that they're in the wrong, one after the other, the law enforcement officers left. And so did Sean, making sure that his rights don't get walked on by such dumb cops. But Sean isn't the only citizen aware of how bad these cops can end up treating you. In our next case, this YouTuber turns out to be absolutely right about the tyrants that roam about under the pretense of providing safety.
The law.
I'm not scared of the law.
Where you hiding from?
I'm not hiding from anything, sir.
Okay, well, why are you scared to get out?
Because I feel safer.
On the 20th of February 2014, a YouTube auditor, Knowledge is Power, was pulled over for having illegal tires. Thankfully, he knew his rights against what ensued next. The encounter was captured by the auditor's dash cam.
Howdy.
How's it going?
Going good. About yourself?
Oh, you went down there, bud.
I'm comfortable right there.
Do what?
I'm comfortable with it right there.
You comfortable with it right there?
Yes, sir.
Let me see your driver's license. Open the door, dude. If you want these back, you can roll that window down for me.
What'd you say, sir? Sorry. What did you say?
Because he can't hardly hear you, that's why. If you roll the window down, we're just out looking for drunks, man. We're not here to hurt you or whatever.
That's fine.
Okay. Pull over on that side there just a minute.
I'm going to take the vehicle.
For what reason do you have to detain me to pull me over into secondary, sir?
At first, the trooper constantly tries to pull the auditor's door open, claiming that they cannot hear him. But soon they noticed the dash cam and suddenly went into caution mode.
Have you suspected me of committing a crime?
Do what, buddy?
Have you suspected me of committing a crime?
Well, is there anything wrong with the car that we need to know about?
Not that I know, sir.
Okay, all right.
Hold on, I'm going to check your tires. I think it looks close.
They're looking what?
Almost illegal. You're almost too slick.
Almost illegal. Alright. So I'm being pulled into secondary because my tires might be illegal. That's interesting.
Everything correct on your license? You still live at the same address?
I do, sir.
Sit tight for me, okay?
Put in my car and park. For the record, they tried to open my door just because I wouldn't roll my window down all the way before asking for my license or anything.
The officers observed the tires while pulling the driver onto the side. What's funny is that they added drugs to the list of things that they were searching the car for.
So they said they were looking for drunks. Yes, sir. What does that mean? Yes, sir.
He wants to show you a tire out here, man. It's slick.
I'd prefer to not get out of my vehicle.
Dude, we're slick out here. It's for your safety. That way you can see about getting you another tire. That's it.
Let me ask you something. Are you scared?
To get out of my vehicle? Yes, sir.
You are?
Yes, sir.
Why are you scared of the law?
I'm not scared of the law.
Where are you hiding from?
I'm not hiding from anything, sir.
Okay, well, why are you scared to get out?
Because I feel safer.
You scared of the dark?
Maybe.
Huh?
I might be.
I believe you are. Grown man scared of the dark, that sounds kind of funny to me.
Sounds funny.
These officers were obviously intimidating the auditor, prompting him to get out of the car, to which he sensibly denied. Of course, he was aware of what happens when you're marked as suspicious by corrupt cops like these waiting for a sign.
Note they're shining the light in the camera. Funny. The first thing they said is they were looking for drunks. Still haven't been asked if I'd been drinking or not yet. Funny. Suddenly it doesn't seem to be that's what they're looking for.
If I see this vehicle out on the road again,
yes, sir.
I'm gonna stop you just because that tire on the right front.
Tire on the right front?
It's very close.
In what way? So I can change it?
Needs a tire replaced.
Tire replaced?
Yeah, you don't
Tread's
know
too
Trooper
thin?
Mike Freeman, do you?
Who?
Trooper Mike Freeman.
Not that I know of.
You don't know him? Remember him writing you for 84 and a 65?
Yes, sir.
On 575? See why he's scared to get out now.
No, he was very professional. I actually had a good encounter.
These incidents remind us that no one is above the law, and those who abuse their power will eventually be held accountable. If these cases opened your eyes, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content that shines a light on corruption and stands up for justice. Thanks for watching. This is Detective Mystery, signing off.